Welcome to this episode of Command Hearts.
Welcome, liners.
We're coming to you
Hate
live
it.
from a new station because my fucking computer died. Finally.
It happens.
Finally.
So I'm on the laptop. So if there's any weirdness, it's not my fault. It's technology. We hate it. That's why we're fighting it right now. All right. Bang. Post. Yeah? Okay, you're doing the heart.
CMD heart.
Wait.
C.
Anyone want to give me the read for the broadcast?
Yeah, all right. Let me get over into that channel. Act 3, Chapter 4. A new opening.
Journal entry 7. Internal clock, 39 hours, 13 minutes, 08 seconds. It calms my nerves to have located a haven of respite for our team, and to be back in working order. The repair process has given me time to clear my head and get some more considered thoughts down, unlike my previous entries. The boys seem to be set in their usual habits in these new bodies, in this new place. JE1 seems to still have his way with words, even with the people of this dead alien world. He single-handedly located the machinist, and because of that, we're receiving full repairs, all with a little misdirection and bargaining. I worry that he will misjudge when trying to have the conversation to bridge the gap is the right thing to do. Daniel is a dynamo of chaos and belligerence as always. I think years ago I admired that about him. His nature of doing what you want and disregarding the consequences. Not anymore. Not after what he let happen. To mention your daughter like that, like it meant nothing. It made me sick. I've always been the quiet one. More contemplative, more calculating. I worry this has held me back at times. Calculating led me to attack the person who would become one of our greatest allies in this fight. Seeing him as a threat before he could explain himself. Time and time again, I've chosen to raise barriers to people who have good intentions. But blind trust is how you let yourself get snared. I cannot afford that. I see its consequences all around me here. When you don't take stock of your place in the world, when you don't question it, you invite the whims of others to choose your place. The people here don't understand anything. I want to try to help them understand, get the word out, reveal the truths lying under their noses. But they have been lied to for so long. The roots of evil run deep, but I fear the soil itself may too be poisoned. End of journal entry.
Interesting.
If there's anything that we love here at Command Hearts HQ, it's playing with the format.
Collaborative storytelling.
Yeah, we took a week off to discuss everyone's characters. I hope everyone has their notes from that present in their mind at least.
In the mind, certainly.
God forbid you take actual notes, Tarbug.
Hey, I was able to cruise all through school without taking a single note. I only started taking notes in college to work on my handwriting.
Same, actually.
Good. Love to see it.
All right. Hey guys, what
I
happened?
love that we're opening with a
Yeah.
I love that we're opening with a call out.
You know what else we opened with? We opened with a recap. What happened last time?
Okay. Okay, so we we hobble our busted shells up a building and jump from building to building without destroying ourselves for a little while until we find like a night market. Except the sky is always black, so it's always a night market. Lol.
Mm-hmm.
And then we split. Okay. Team 1 tries to put the word out looking for Elvis.
We put
in
a
the
hit
cringiest way possible.
on Dr. Elvis, basically. That's effectively
Hey,
what happened.
It's a kidnapping order. It's explicitly not a hit.
That's true.
Because we claimed that Elvis stole Batsuwa's underwear or something?
No, it was more complicated than that.
This is the impression that we have left on the populace.
Yeah.
Uh,
A bad first
And
step,
then-
some might say.
I find it funny. I find it funny that like the immediate impression was not that I was talking about some fictional daughter that the character my character was playing in that moment was having, and
No.
it went straight to my real actual daughter.
Now, see,
when you have a kid, you can't
I-
just say my kid and not make us think of your kid.
I knew
I
Gina-
know. I
right.
just thought it was funny.
I knew you meant the fictional daughter that the character you're playing has. But then I thought about, oh, my character would have a crazy reaction to that because she
Mhm.
has a lot of feelings about you and parenthood.
Mm-hmm. How's Janai feeling?
Bad about that one.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, while all of that was happening, I was trying to find a like repair guy and then sell Sheila's arm for information and get us to a guy who might know something. And it worked out. We got driven there.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
car.
Because we're real important.
It's probably easier to have in this dystopian version of the world, it's easier to have a car than it is a child, I think.
Yeah. It's easier
What a
to
fucked
have a
up
car
place.
than a child. Oh man.
What a fucked up place.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the same way that people have pets instead of kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, no, that's based.
Asterisk. Anyway.
Save that one. Save that one for later.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not gonna anti-natalism before play. I won't do it.
Yeah,
I'll hold
don't-
myself back.
Don't get in character too hard.
So we got there, and the machine shop of the machinist is in real bad shape, and we slowly explain ourselves and what we are, and he's like, uh-huh.
He's really scared. He brings out a giant mega weapon. Which using it would also definitely kill him, but it would definitely kill us too.
Especially in the sorry state you're in.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it would have killed me and Danny for sure, and maybe Jack too.
Yeah.
I think just like a flash from it would took me taken me out.
Yeah.
And so Sheila currently has my generator. Sheila's generator was given to him as like a here's more power than you could possibly need.
Yeah.
Try to rise to the occasion
Mhm.
instead of falling to your level of training.
Right.
Um,
and it was a from the big like tank tread machine
mhm.
train
Devastator?
cog. Yes. No. Exterminator.
Exterminator.
Yeah. The exterminator cog.
Yeah.
That's a legacy model right there.
Mm-hmm. messed up, those things. And then we kind of like so with lights back on, he's like looking over what all he is capable of, what is at his disposal, and we're like picking stuff to leave with him so that it would maybe be fixed next time we're around.
Or like upgraded.
Yeah. I leave the shield to try and fix the crack.
You're without the shield now.
Yeah, wild move.
I have one diesel generator. I have flame sword and X-Buster. I have the accelerator legs.
Which you can't use?
I can walk in them. I cannot super speed.
Yeah.
I mean, they give you instigation, though, right?
No.
Okay.
The acceleration system gives me +1 armor, though, so that's nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, the gyro legs give instigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hopefully I get real lucky real fast and we yank the generator out of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
And you guys had a direction that you were heading in?
Yeah, we were heading towards Central Park, I think.
Yeah, you were heading for the park.
I don't remember what we're supposed to find in the park other than some cogs, I guess.
The machinist was like, you asked the machinist, like, yo, you know where this resistance is holed up? And then he was like, I don't know, but they're probably somewhere where they can hide. And like everywhere is monitored except for the park. Right there.
I wonder why.
Yeah, we're probably gonna find some like really horrible stuff in the park. It would be it's weird to leave the park just not monitored that way. Yeah.
He says it would be less monitored. Having been to Central Park IRL, there are parts of it that are like, oh, it's like woods here. And then there are parts of it that are just like, this is just a road.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, the whole city's been tore down and rebuilt multiple times over, so stuff has moved. Yeah. So you're heading there. Are you guys heading there above ground? Are you gonna try for something else? Because you're up on the street. You're up on street level after your repairs.
We could go like roofs again, but I don't know if that would be. I don't know. I can't think of why that wouldn't work, but it might not work.
Doing that for too long feels conspicuous, and I think we're more likely to be noticed by people we don't want to notice us than by people we do want to notice us.
Yeah.
I don't think the resistance is like looking up, watching the skyline, waiting to see people jumping around, and then thinking, "Oh, allies."
No, that's definitely a bad sign.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep on the street and just like be chill and be wearing human clothes.
Yeah. That's my inclination.
All right. You're gonna be heading up to the central district. You travel around like and you come back to like you're heading up in the street numbers, and as you're making your way there is a checkpoint that you run across that you were like driven past on the way to the machinist. And you remember that on your drive here that you like saw several checkpoints along the same road.
Okay.
Because the city has its like boroughs, which there are like dozens and dozens of. But there is also like the three basically like big chunks of the city that have like checkpoints among them. So you're in like the lower third. And Central Park is obviously central. So
It's in the middle.
yeah, you may have to. There are checkpoints like all along the stretch of the city.
So we either go through a checkpoint and get found out, or find a way around.
I want to like stand at a distance from one of these checkpoints and eye it up.
Yeah,
I
watch
want
what
to see what we're
happens.
looking at.
yeah, they're all very crowded.
Mhm.
I want to say that it is like a morning hour when you guys get out of machinist shop.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of people like trying to get through the checkpoint, and like the lines are really backed up, I think. Like there's a whole stretch of road that is just like, it's between one street and the next street, and that whole thing is like a winding maze of people in lines. And then there's like a big checkpoint covered in cameras, and there's like some security cogs standing around. It looks to you like you're like standing up on like a crate or like a pile of refuse on this street corner, and you're like poking out over the heads of everybody there. And there's people are basically like going through and like stepping into a little security box, and then the like door that door stays open, but like they get let through the checkpoint door once they like flash some papers, basically. Seems like there's a like some kind of, let's see. And there's also a like there's one security checkpoint which looks like it is like it's manned by cogs, but it like doesn't have a line.
That's interesting.
And like
Weird.
it doesn't.
There's no like unique signage on that or anything.
It says like citizen checkpoint only.
That's what that guy called us.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could go through there.
I think doing that blind is a terrible idea.
Correct. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just thinking out loud. We're in the saying it out loud era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
Okay.
It looks like it isn't used much, but it's still like fully manned. Sometimes someone like tries to like jump the line and like sneak through it, and I think you see someone like they try to sneak through it, and then they are like grabbed by a cog and like bashed over the head once, and then like shoved back in line.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So here's the thing that we could do. Here's my bad cop play for the beginning of this session immediately. Is like we just like grab somebody by the shoulder and then just walk them into like an alley or an alcove or something like that, and then like helmet pops out and we're like, you will now tell us everything that you know about citizens, and then just like cold play it like that. It would terrify this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of like maybe
that might give you
maybe
some
like
negative
talking.
rep.
I was thinking of maybe like talking to my goons about what like a citizen is, but I don't know how well that would play with them.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
not the move, because you
Yeah.
want somebody to we need a plausible way to ask about this where they would where it wouldn't stand out as being so totally insane,
Yeah.
and we failed to ask the machinist.
Yeah. Didn't think about it.
You were also
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
mean-
playing the machinist a little bit, where like
Mhm.
you weren't sure how much you should tell them. You weren't sure what would freak them out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm often cavalier with when we do drop details, playing it off like it's casual, of like, oh yeah, we killed like 30 cogs on the way here. He drops the giant gun in front of us, and it's like, hey, that's how we got the generator. We killed one of those things.
Yeah.
Because making it casual makes the threat higher.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like that's like the opening scene from Inglorious Bastards.
It's been too long since I've seen that movie. I when I think opening scene, I think of like the detective guy.
No, it's like the opening scene in Inglorious Bastards is where like a Nazi officer is like casually visiting in this guy's home, and is like seeing where all like it's for inspection. He's like, oh,
Mhm.
you know, it's just for one of those silly inspections, you know, whatever. And like the whole time, there's like
He's like,
there's people under the boards, like, oh shit.
uh-huh.
Oh my god, that movie is so good.
Yeah, that movie is very good. Yeah, that's what being that's what being casual about your past instances of violence is.
Mhm. Yeah.
I forgot that was that movie. Anyways,
So when I say we pull somebody off and we like the helmet pops up and we're like, tell us what you know about citizens, please. I know that they have now seen what we look like on TV and stuff like that. I would hope that we could be able to generate an effect like does this person think that we're a normal cog? Because like the more cog-like we appear in this question, the better it's going to play.
I think also too. I think when we do things like that, it should be like one of us, and not like all three at the same time. Maybe.
Yeah, I was volunteering.
Like we should all be there, but like we should like hide.
Yeah. The thought in that direction is basically just because I forgot for a second that the general population knows what we look like. So I was gonna think this person now thinks that they are talking to a cog and they are being like tested or something. Like, surprise, you've been selected for a random inspection.
Yeah.
I see.
Now,
That
reminder
kind of
that you said you want to drag somebody off. New York doesn't have alleys.
They might have like an alcove or something, like a breezeway.
It would be like you would have to drag someone like into a building.
Yes, a breezeway.
I think we're saying different things.
Okay.
That was just me pointing out that if you want to kidnap someone, you have to bring them somewhere. You can't just like, you are now off the street and out of sight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It would be, you're now off the street in a place that you don't have control over yet.
Yeah, if Jack's vocalizing this plan, I definitely say that I am against it, just like morally. I don't think we should do that to a person.
I'm not actually like trying to be a threat to anybody. Just
Yeah. They don't know that.
you think we could moralize it somehow by like doing it to somebody who is being shitty to somebody else?
That's not how that works.
Uh,
Calm down, Ricardo.
No.
If we can't do it, I we need information on citizens, and we also need to move. We also need to get through this checkpoint.
Mhm.
I don't like. We could probably hold on the citizens information until like maybe later. But like we still do need to focus on angle.
yeah,
But like for right now, we probably need to be Ninja Turtles to get through this checkpoint.
I agree.
Yeah, this would be the rooftop mode, I guess.
Mhm.
Would be something like this. Although, another thing that I'm looking for in that area is like, there's got to be just a camera that's chilling where we could tap the camera and get a close-up look of one of these checkpoints.
Yeah.
Sure.
You could do that. I think you could get like, you can get like the layout. I think I've told you basically everything that's relevant to you at the
Mhm.
moment. Like, you don't need to know what papers there are. You just need to know that there's a thing that people will have
Yeah.
papers to go through. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when I said we need to be Ninja Turtles, I just want to clarify this. When I said we need to be Ninja Turtles, I meant like go through the sewers, not like the rooftops. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. Either or.
Gotcha.
Is there a
Yeah, there's over, under, and through. That's your three. It's your three core options.
yeah?
I think
there-
the move is under.
Yeah.
I think Ricardo's right.
Because like we've done rooftops. Because I think it would be helpful to us to diversify our like movement routes.
Yeah.
Mm.
At least get a feel for what they're like. I don't want to be in line of sight to a checkpoint when we like
Yeah,
hop sewers.
I think that's clear. Are you going for a sewer or a subway?
Ooh. You think subways might be monitored as well?
Subways are definitely monitored.
I'll say that the the machinist has like a station that is like walled in,
Mm-hmm.
but
Do we even know that the trains are functional? Because like if they're not functional, then we might be able to like move through them.
you've seen like subway entrances around town, and people, but never people like going in and out, and a lot of the time they're like either covered up or like like there's a cage around them.
Yeah. We can try a subway. Just like an open one.
Yeah. I
And
mean, the
see
worst
what
thing
the
we're gonna find
situation
down there
is.
is violence, right?
Right, and
Which
like
we're
we
prepared for.
we can handle that.
That, in fact, advantages me personally because it means
Yeah,
I get to yank the generator out of something.
We are looking for a fight right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before we do that, is there a subway man in Mega Man?
Subway man. Is there a train man?
Yes,
Oh,
but
God.
no. There's definitely been a couple of levels that are train oriented, but is the guy there specifically train oriented? I literally don't remember. There's a lot of these guys. There's like 8 new guys in every game.
That's true. There's a lot of guys.
I think being train orientated is like a sign that you're autistic.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Sky Railroad.
All right.
Don't
You look
worry
for a nearby. Yeah, no, I'm used to just not worrying about a tarbike. That's why I was started to talk.
I have that effect on people.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
search you
so
search a nearby street and you find a like
Mhm.
old derelict subway entrance. I think it's like fenced off basically.
Yeah.
But the fencing is like there's like a hole torn in the fencing where people probably slip through. Uh there's like a faded like painted over trespassing warning sign on it. That's
yeah,
that's just like strung up to the front of this like chain link fence.
Mhm.
Um, you just like tear the hole that people slip through a little bigger and squeeze on through.
Just big enough for us to fit through.
Yeah, you're a little bulkier. You're not like especially tall or huge. You're just like a little bulkier, especially in like the arms and legs.
right.
You got those flare jeans and those like big coats.
Mm-hmm.
Train man,
Charge man.
That sounded like
This
you were
guy's
about to
cool.
break out in song.
What do you mean?
Because it was one of you saying train man, and then together you said charge man.
I see. Okay.
Doing such a thing would be very hard to coordinate with our variable lag. All right, so all right, down the stairs. I didn't
Yeah.
get to
Didn't.
go down the stairs.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to derail us.
Oh yeah, yuck, yuck, yuck.
I'm thrown way off.
We're going down. We're descending into the depths of the beneath the city.
We have super eyes, right? Like night vision or something.
Roma?
Is that a thing we have?
Hello?
Hello?
I think it's just us right now.
Hello?
Hey. Yeah, when you put that, I responded to that picture, causing problems, parentheses, oh no.
Yeah.
We might have to fight. We might have to fight Charge Man.
Yes, sharing charge man is causing problems.
So you head down these stairs, and I think as you're making your way down into the subway, you can hear like a distant echo of like some cogs like patrolling down here. There's like a
Mhm.
decent amount of activity going on, but like it's all like off in the distance in a way that makes it hard to tell like how far off it is. Um, sound carries quite a ways here. I think you also hear like some of those like little mini copter drones.
Mhm.
Like you can hear some of them, and I think as you like come around the corner, you like see some and like duck out of the way as they're just like scanning for people that aren't supposed to be down here.
All right. Well, thankfully we're not made of flesh, so hopefully that will be a little easier. Wait a minute. How close to these things do you think we can get? Because I really liked my little copter bits.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're like floating. They're like they are sweeping the train platform as you come down. So,
Mhm.
or like the subway platform. So you could definitely like pop out and like get the jump on them if you wanted. Breaking. Let's say that there's two of them.
Mhm.
The challenge is going to be breaking them without like setting off an alarm if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we should probably hold off on the. Okay. If we run into like a full-on cog that we can yank a generator out of, then we should do it. We probably want to wait to intentionally push alarm buttons until we are nearer to Central Park.
Agreed.
I think we duck these guys.
Yeah.
Right. I think you let these things pass from like the safety of the stairwell, and you come out and you have to go through like a not torn down, but like a rundown like turnstile. Like you just have to
Mhm.
you just like push your way through it, basically. And you're let out onto the train.
I definitely hop that.
No, the ones in New York, as I know from my extensive research.
Oh, they're the cage type.
Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
cage type. They are full height of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Hyper dystopian.
Yeah, they are. People live there.
There are ways to get around them, but
People live there on purpose.
Yeah.
City of Torture, everybody.
City of Torture. Yeah. Once you go through those turnstiles, yeah. Can we get some separation rolls for the three of you? This is gonna be your trying not to be spotted, trying to keep to the shadows and like make it. Because your goal is just to make it like a stop or two down the road or down the line.
Yeah.
So let's see if there's any complications.
You want to 3-2-1 this?
Well,
Sure.
do we have? Can anybody make an argument for a catalyst roll? We should always be checking this.
Yeah.
Um,
Any advantages you might have on being not spotted?
if at any point there is a potential we might be sighted, I can literally go so fast I stop time around me to solve some sort of problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that might be we can't use that as an advantage. We just have to use that to react to something that happens around us.
Yeah, I think we have to find out if something goes wrong first, and then you can react to it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an angle for my catalyst.
Yeah, me either. My catalyst is not really about keeping me out of danger.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither.
That's the direct opposite, actually.
All right, can we get those first rolls in?
Yep.
All right. Count us down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
All right. So Danny
Of
gets
course.
the lowest roll.
Of course.
So Danny
Of
gets the
course.
lowest roll, of course.
Of course. Of course. Why would it be any different?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No dubs for this man.
No dubs for this man. Okay,
Eternally punished.
absolutely. Okay, so
Yeah.
so here's how I'm going to interpret this. Here's how I'm going to divine from these dice. Controlled by a robot. I think you make it to like the next train like the next stop. Like and that is far enough. Like you're ready to go climb up through the rest of it. And I think as you're like hopping up basically out of like the rails, like because you're walking along the rails to get to the next stop. Yeah. I think like Danny, you hop up onto the ledge of the train platform, and I think it like from like water damage and no maintenance for X amount of years, for XX amount of years.
Plus 20.
Yeah, it just like crumbles to it just like crumbles underneath you, and like you know, it doesn't, you're not harmed at all, you keep upright, but like there's like a audible sound of like bricks falling, and I think you like hear from the direction you came from like a set of drones like, and like yellow warning lights like coming down the tunnel, and then from the other direction I think you hear like some cogs start to march towards you.
Hmm.
What?
Okay.
What?
Well, can we continue forward while being pursued?
Yeah, are you just gonna try to outrun them?
Sure.
I'm just wondering. You have some guys coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. What is the texture of the tunnel that we're going down? Could I like duck into an alcove and ambush them? And like steal their hearts?
I think there's like there's some maintenance. There's like some maintenance spots where like the bricks kind of give way to like a little like a little alcove with electrical paneling in it. Like run down and stripped, that has been like run down and stripped for parts. Yeah, I think the rails in here, by the way, are like torn up, and like people have come down here and like peeled up the metal for scrap.
Cool.
Awesome.
Good for them.
Especially all the like wiring and all that. Yeah, so Tarbuck, Jack, are you setting up an ambush?
Yeah, I think that the thing that we should probably do is jump these guys. At least I want to jump these guys to get a
not junk generator.
Yeah. I want to immediately move into better generator territory.
Okay,
that works for me.
So, yeah, what I'm going to say is that you've already made the decision. Like this was like a snap decision on your part of like, okay, you jump. The other two might like they jump up on the scramble on the platform, and then you like scramble in an alcove and hide. And like, there's not really time to plan. So if you're gonna try to back out of it, no. So
yeah, I guess
give you this.
I guess would be
as the choice.
Sure.
Are you planning on jumping the cogs coming from your front or the drones coming from your back?
The drones are not going to have generators that matter. I am going to try and jump the cogs coming from the front.
All right.
But I guess I like really my goal is to try and be behind them. So like, hey, up there, make some noise. Get them to pay attention to you and not me. I'll gank them from behind.
Okay.
Did people say gank in the 80s? I don't know that.
No, did they say that in LARPing?
Replace the G with a FL, and you have a eternal word.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and
an evergreen.
Go ahead and flank. Let's go ahead and flank those bots. Yeah. So Jack, I think a squad of like 3 cogs that are like on a patrol down here, like 3 security cogs. They like run. They like, you know, they run at like a decent clip. They run like a person runs, basically.
Scary.
They run past you like towards the sound of the noise. Annie and Sheila, you got. I think they. Not you. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just standing out?
Sure. Yeah.
The noise that I would like to make is to shoot one of those drones.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Right. Those drones come up behind you. I think when they like spot you, they have like a floodlight. I think it's like flips from yellow to red as it like recognizes you.
Yeah, I want to like immediately fire at them. Like I don't want any alarm to happen. Just
Oh, you mean shoot before that has a chance to sweep over you and turn red?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and take
Danny
some
D
shots.
shoots first. Take notes.
Yeah, Danny D. Go ahead and shoot first. What gun do you have? Just like
Have the Mega Buster.
Oh, okay. You got the power for that thing?
I do have the power for that thing.
Righteous.
Yeah, Danny's got a normal generator.
Yeah.
I thought you might have the accumulator.
I have the accumulator right now,
Okay.
which is okay because my single weapon can't use it, or yeah, has no use for it.
Am I instigating right now, Roma?
No, you're connecting.
I'm connecting.
You're shooting with a
no
gun.
problem. Would you? I would like to make the argument that these drones creating an alarm would take control of the situation from me.
You know what? I've been saying no to you a lot. I'll give you a yes on that one. The
Yeah.
additional justification of they'll raise an alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
If they raise an alarm, we lose control of the situation right now.
Yeah, I say if they raise an alarm that like this place will lock down.
Mm.
That's and you're trying to prevent that.
Right. We certainly I don't roll terribly 3 times in a row, right?
Yeah.
Gambler's fallacy, but I'll let you believe that.
I'm doing the thing they do in Clone Wars, where they say a thing.
Don't tag Clone Wars. No.
Yo.
Why would you jinx yourself like that?
You got
He
a
rolled a
nat
fucking 20,
You rolled a
so
nat 20. You're good.
Okay.
I want both of those drones gone.
Yeah. I think you like blast them as soon as they come around a corner. When you hit them, you do like they like burst and explode basically like immediately. So their parts are gone, but they're both destroyed before they have a chance to like turn red. Go ahead and take a point.
I get the color in a circle. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah. That also means you get 1 extra max health forever.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's the real gain.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the stat roll. All right.
Heal via level up always.
Yeah, so those cogs are coming towards you. Sheila, you want to do something about that?
I don't really have a lot of ranged options. Is there like any debris around?
Yeah, I'd say these places are crumbling. They're in a state of crumbling.
Okay. I'll just like pick up like a cinder block and throw it at one.
Oh, okay. Going for the improvised weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have a gun, so and I don't think my cable's long enough to reach over there without them noticing us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're like standing on the rails basically, and you're like pitching it like a baseball.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That's connection.
Yeah.
Yo.
What the hell?
Let's fucking
220.
go.
Let's go.
I don't know how to give you a nat 20 effect on a brick.
Have it hit 2 guys.
No, I already did that one. I think we're just gonna have I think you knock the head off of like a cog. There's 3 of them. The cog in the back. I think you like just smash their head in such a way that they just like fall backwards and their parts are left intact.
Cool. I thought these were drones, but I'll accept that.
Yeah, there's 3 cogs coming from the front. Now there's 2. Jack, you're behind them. Go.
All right. I want to just directly pull the generator out of one They're unsuspecting.
Yeah, there's one who's dead on the floor.
That works for me.
Just the
It's
way
not
we
even
like
gonna
them.
fight me.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for the arm.
Let's roll the arm. $11.
Eh. You know what? Here's what I'll say. I'll say this is gonna take your full turn, and it's gonna leave you vulnerable. So I think you like drop down right onto this cog,
Mhm.
and you like you deploy, or like what do you call it
Mhm.
with like a rocket ship? Like it breaks off all of the the first stage. It like
Oh,
decouples.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the word you're looking for.
Yeah,
Decouples works really well.
yeah. Your engine like decouples from your chest and like falls away. I think you like, yeah, you just have like your jacket like open, and it just like falls
Mhm.
out the front, and then you're like trying to work it out of this cog, like its generator,
Mhm.
before it goes off. And I think you are just like fiddling with it for a little longer than you'd want to, trying
Mhm.
to get it to like sit in your chest right, and like fully couple.
Mhm.
Because you have
Yeah,
like
you know.
your weird like living circuitry in you that's having to like glom onto it.
Also, Jackson never switched out his uh, generator on
Generator
the fly
before.
before. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and where's that? Yeah. Okay. Here's that part for you.
Okay.
Oh, it's Mark II. Yep.
Yeah. Standard cog gets a standard model. Something else you notice about this cog is that it has a bigger gun than the last ones you saw.
Ah, yes. They're learning as they fight.
Yeah. I think one of them is going to take some shots at you, Jack. One of them is going to take some shots at you, and one of them is going to take some shots at you.
I can take some shots.
Yeah. So let's hit exclamation point roll, and I'm gonna roll them both at once.
Sure. Who's the first and who's the second?
Sheila, you're first. Jack, you're second. That feels right to me.
Okay.
Wow,
Cool.
they both suck. That's an 8
Yeah.
Yes.
How much damage does our gun do? Wow.
I love.
Nothing. Like 8. Yeah, I mean, I think you get shot, and like it like stings a little bit. Like
Mm.
you can feel this in a way that you couldn't feel like those first round of cogs.
Mhm.
But it's still like they don't get a good hit on you, and it just like kind of deflects off your armor. Both of you just take 1.
Okay.
Okay.
You're 1 off max now. Yeah, I think these two are not so dangerous to you. Like I think yeah, that's enough description for that.
I have a question, by the way.
Jack, your thing is equipped now. Yeah?
So like, do I get that point of health that I just got?
Yeah,
So like,
it's a full container.
okay, so I move from 12 to 13.
Yeah,
My
Yes.
thing is not okay.
your max goes up and your health goes up. Or your
Nice.
armor goes up when you get a stat point up. You don't get empty health points. You get full ones. You don't get empty armor points. You get full ones. If you're like damaged at all, like imagine that like when your catalyst goes off and you like literally gain stats that like your armor like glows subtly like whatever the corresponding color is, and then it like gets a little thicker or it like patches itself.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead and you two go ahead and wrap this up. Like I know you can.
All right. Well, 2 energy, huh? That's enough to power the X Buster.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think
Can
they
I justify
switched,
this with the catalyst?
I think they switched to red, by the way.
Mm.
So you have raised an alarm.
Okay.
So you'll want to split quick.
Yeah. All right. So, what do we think about an alarm is escalating the situation? Do we think hold the line to the end of the line? It's like the situation has gotten worse. Really gotta get in there.
I don't think you're under that much pressure.
Okay. It was worth it. Like always make the argument.
Yeah. I appreciate that you're trying to lawyer your way into a better deal.
The worst the host could say is no.
Mhm. Okay, shooting things is
Unless-
typically a connection roll.
It is.
That's true.
If you're shooting with a gun, that's a connection roll. If you're hitting them with a sword, that's a instigation.
All right. Thankfully, that's my best stat. 24.
All right,
Very
how
good.
much?
In half, that's 12 damage. Get
Oh.
fucked.
All right, yeah. I think you like shoot one and it like gets carried and like picked off the ground a bit by your blast, and it like when it crashes down on the rails, like 10 feet away, it like overloads and then its engine like bursts into flames and like catches the boards on the underneath the rails on fire.
Mm.
Nice. What the fuck was that, Ricardo?
Ricardo's having fun with some gif of a meme dance from TF2, I think. So
I will not correct you. Proceed.
Me? What about Danny?
I think Danny's playing with his OBS right now. Unless you want to jump in here, buddy.
How
You want to take one of these fancy guns?
I can't. Do I have power to spare? Yeah, sure.
You want to try and like drop the arm, disarm this guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forget that's a move. Yeah. All right, let's go. I wanna disarm this car.
All right. That's going to be some separation.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very good.
I feel like I'm using up my gut rolls.
Yeah. Using them all up right now so you can fuck yourself over later.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think you just like run up to him, like carrying the momentum off killing those 2 drones, and then you like enter like a Tai Chi stance and like break its arm off.
Mm.
And for the sake of just wrapping the scene, I think you also just like you like break its arm off, and then like while wielding it like a rifle, you just like turn it on it and shoot it.
Yeah. Sick.
Cool.
We love dirty 20s.
Yeah, dirty 20. Um,
What are the stats of this gun?
they're not great.
Okay.
You
That's
know,
okay.
you gotta, it's a low spec weapon.
It's a cog buster.
Okay.
One power 0.01 damage. Or 0.1 damage.
Yeah.
We,
I can always dump this later. Do you have the storage slot for that, or do you
I
mind if I take it?
I do have the storage slot for it. Do you want it
Okay.
though?
The reason to carry it is to trade with it.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. This is a good bargaining item.
Yeah. This thing is like a kinetic. It's like a kinetic weapon. It doesn't fire like energy like yours does.
Mhm.
It has like it's basically like a, it has that same like bulb shape that or like tulip shape, like a closed tulip like your gun has, and then it has like a nozzle coming out of it with like a rifle,
Yeah.
on the end.
Like a Sniper Joe.
Do they have
This
I don't think they
The
have
Sniper
one.
Joe gun has a little sticky outy bit, I
Okay.
think. At least in
Sticky
some
outy
of the
bit.
art that exists.
Yeah, it definitely does. I
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it having like a compensator. Sure.
Maybe I'm thinking of one of the alternate guns for Proto Man. That's possible.
I think that's. Anyways, yeah. You guys have raise an alarm. You should probably get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for me to scoop a part off that dead cog on the floor?
You can do it, but I'll give you a disadvantage to getting out of here clean.
Just me?
That apply. It's gonna be one roll for all of you.
Now, I don't think that's very fair. If I don't want to do that to the team.
Well, if one of you gets caught, like, what are the others gonna say? Like, well, we didn't get caught. They can deal with that.
Mm,
Like, they're gonna be stuck in with it too.
Boys, what do we think?
yeah.
I mean, you say that, but what if we did though?
They have garbage. There's gonna be more stuff for us later. We can always jump one of these guys.
That's true. Well, I'll leave it.
Yeah. That's a good way of calculating it. These guys have junk items.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These are common like 0 enchantment plus 0 weapons. Like, they are just, if you have nothing, they give you something, and they're pretty, like, it's easy to get.
Yeah, this is killing a bokoblin for extra weapons in Zelda.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys go ahead and get out of there. I'll let one of you take the separation roll.
I have 7 separation.
Ow.
All yours.
What gives you
Yep.
What's giving you separation?
I have 4 points. I have 4 stats of separation. And I get 3 from the flash steps without them being powered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will lead the way out with a 26.
Oh yeah, that'll get you out.
Yep.
I think you get to the surface, and there's some like nearby alarms happening.
Yeah.
Like some guy. There's probably, you see some people, like, you're on the other side of the checkpoint now, and people are like scattering from the line on this side as like cogs are making their way towards you.
Mhm.
They're not through, but they're being like slowed down by the crowd. So I think you managed to like get away fast enough. I think some people like spot you actually, like coming up out of the subway.
Sure.
But I think you just like run off at your idle jog, which is about like 40 miles an hour.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just like run a block north and then like a block east, and then like skid to a stop in the middle of the street, and then some people like see you and are like, "What?" And then you just like shuffle into the crowd like nothing happened.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Nope.
With skid to a stop, I'm imagining the Mega Man slide.
Mm.
Yeah. You don't want to tear up your pants though.
Hmm. Well, the Mega Man slide is like crouch with 1 foot forward.
Yeah. I know what it is. I've done that. I've played better.
I know the slide, Tarbuck. What do you take me
Okay.
for? I don't know the slide, personally.
Smash Brothers. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Now you're now loose in the city once again. You're headed for the park.
Yes.
Yeah, I think as things calm down, you like leave the alarms behind you, and
Mhm.
as you're walking down a street, the news what are they called? Like the news screens that are like posted up everywhere, or like the PA systems come on, and they have like an announcement. Most of the announcements are just like droning noise that that quickly fades into the background. It's just like
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, it's propaganda. Like they're just telling you about how things aren't actually that bad,
Mhm.
and how things used to be worse, but now we fix them. Like, hey guys, no one had a chocolate ration last week, but this week we've got half rations again, which are now full rations.
Did you reread 1984 or something?
No, I just remember and think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Relevant. That one specifically
Indeed.
is like a bit in 1984.
Yes.
Wow. The shrinkflation in 1984 is distressingly true to life.
Yeah, haven't you
Yeah.
been to a Dollar General?
Yeah. Or a $1.25 tree.
Yeah, more like dollars, General. Heyo. Got him.
Remember when the dollar used to be able to buy things? Anyway.
Remember when the dollar used to be General?
I
Now
remember when
it's
the
only a
dollar used to
kernel.
be. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. One of the reports catches your eye, or like catches your ear as it's playing in the background. A voice the voice that is like reading the news off if is like a woman's voice, and if you didn't know any better, you'd assume that her voice isn't synthetic.
Mm.
But after but once you notice that they never show footage of her,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to realize that her voice is faked, or generated.
Mhm.
A report comes on. It says, a dangerous force has appeared in the city. The assailants appear to be a group of violent citizens who have rejected the jobs they were given. In response, COG patrols in domestic areas have been increased for the safety of the people. COG security has also been outfitted with new, higher caliber weaponry specifically designed for taking down machines, not humans. If you see our boys on patrol out there, remember, they're no threat to you. Do not disrupt their patrols, and be sure to report any sightings at your nearest landline.
That's a problem. I say that out loud to the team.
The double speak there is
Yeah.
it's funny.
Okay.
Like they're citizens, but we upgraded our cars to be don't worry about it. But they're citizens though.
Yeah. Man, we really gotta figure out what's up with citizens.
I think as you're like walking, I think as you're walking along, actually, like you're getting very close to the park, like you're just like a street or two away.
Mhm.
I think someone like approaches you from behind.
Mhm.
Let's see. Danny, go ahead and make a connection roll.
I knew, you know that moment when you're in class and you're like, the teacher is
The
gonna
teacher's
call
gonna
you.
call on you.
You know, bro. You like try not to look at them.
Go ahead and make that roll for me, Ricardo. Okay.
Decent.
Um,
Okay.
that's
Mid
a,
roll.
that's a you notice like just before they walk up to talk to you, you can like hear their steps suddenly behind you,
Mhm.
and they like basically like walk into your group of three as you're like walking along, and they say to you like, hey, it looks like you guys are shirking your jobs right now. There's a like a guy in like a black cloak,
Mhm.
and he's like keeping his head a little low.
Mhm.
I say in response, I could say the same about you.
I think he chuckles at that,
Mm.
and he says, so you noticed already? Impressive.
Whoa.
Well, if I think he also says to you, I saw you on the news the other day, and I was impressed with what you had on offer. And he pushes a note into your hand, like
Okay.
a crumpled note,
Uh-huh.
and says, yeah, he says, follow the signs, and you'll find some like minds. And then he like falls back from your group a little bit,
Mhm.
and when you turn around, he has like disappeared into the crowd.
Whoa.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah.
What does this note read?
You know what?
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna broadcast just the single word. Thanks.
Okay.
We'll see if that comes up to anything.
Okay. Danny, you unfurl this note that was handed to you. And it's a piece of like fresh paper. It looks like it was like
Mhm.
just printed out. Or like the paper is still warm from whatever process it went through. But when you flip it, when you turn it over in your hands, it appears blank to you.
I see. How do we get like a what was it? Is it like UV? Like a UV?
Yeah, that's
Blue
the
light
thing that we
filter?
did last time, right?
Yeah.
The wider like open the spectrum on the vision.
Yeah.
That's how we found the night market.
Yeah. You do that, and on one of the sides of, let's see, and yeah, on like one of the sides of the page is like a marking that's kind of like those hobo markings you found the other day, where it's like a it's like a fire like nested in like a V shape.
Mhm.
And it has like a street number that is like right along the park. Like written underneath it. I'm not gonna name what street it is because I don't have a map pulled up, but you can find it.
All right. Fire nested in a V. That's cool.
Very cool.
Is it something like this? It's real quick and daisy. Is it something like that?
Yeah, basically.
That's hard to see.
I can see it. I can see it. You have like a fire with a V coming out of like a V shape, and then it says 12 underneath it.
Yeah, just random street number.
Yeah, random street. Yeah. This here's your lead, handed to you on a silver platter.
Thanks, guy.
All right. Positive effects from the big splash that we made and being conspicuous and all that.
Yeah. You're moderately known. All right. I think you come around the corner. Yeah, you like come around a corner, and Tarbuck, you're just showing off the same thing that Ricardo showed off.
Yeah, I know. I just made an attempt. Is all.
Yeah.
I don't draw very often.
Oh, there you go. That's much easier to see. Nice marker.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Hashtag add Sharpie.
Yeah, I think at that point, once you like read the note, you like go around, come around a corner, and there is, and like the park comes into view, and, you know, you guys have seen New York from the air once. Some of you might have even been there before. It's a pretty common place to visit. Yeah, Sheila probably hasn't been there. I saw that. I saw that little shake of the head.
Yeah. Not Crystal Fall, Alabama, Sheila Silver. Not Alabama, but Arkansas.
Yeah, but when you come around to the street, the park for the first time, you note that the trees look like the trees nearby the road that like make up the forest, like they're relatively normal, but like the trees that are like farther back, like deeper into the park, are like absurdly tall. Like they're like full-grown redwoods over there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks like most of the paths here, like there's a road that's kind of like been overgrown, and like there's roots growing across the road, and like there's just like tank treads that have rolled over, that like roll down these roads sometimes for like hog transport or whatever, or like vehicle transports. So there's like very set ruts in the roads, but other than that, they're like kind of untenable for like anything other than like an SUV and yeah, I think on that street you find like a road that used to continue into the woods. There's like a chain wrapped around like a huge gate, and next to the gate it's like coming off of brickwork. You can like see with your UV vision like that same mark.
All right.
Hobo signs.
Tap on the shoulder. Look, like anti-nod, nod upwards in that direction.
Yeah, point with your chin. Point with your chin.
I never think about the chin part of that. I heard somebody describe it as a chin thrust, and like I always think of forehead nodding upwards as though you're gonna be like like start a nod, but you just like do it halfway. And then you
To
go
me,
back
it's an eye movement. It's about the eyes.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
Interesting. Yeah.
I like how all three of us pay attention to different parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell that I'm face blind? So I look at the chin.
Yes. That's extremely clear.
Anyways, yeah. I think you like hop the fence because it's like
Yeah.
it's for a regular person, but it could probably barely keep a dog out.
Mm.
Yeah, you.
Whoa. Cool.
Nice.
Where the fuck did you find this?
I did not find it. It was generated.
Oh my god. What? Why? Why would you do this?
There you go.
Ew.
Because it's on theme, all right?
Yeah, that's definitely on theme. All right. Yeah, I think you start heading into the park.
Yeah.
This place is also definitely trespassing, but it's like kind of eerily unguarded, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like once you disappear into like past the tree line and you're like 100 feet in, like you don't hear anything around. Like
Yeah.
there's still all these trees and stuff growing, but like there's no no birds have survived this far.
Yeah.
You don't hear.
I definitely just like to put a hand on a tree and just feel a tree.
Yeah. Roll connection.
Yay.
Feels like a fun time to roll connection.
Mm-hmm.
I got 14.
14. Yeah, I think you touch the tree and it feels cold.
Oh.
It's still alive. But it's kind of in a perpetual winter state.
Yeah.
That means that wood is gonna be hard as all get out.
Yeah, like it kind of
Yes.
just like flitters between like fall and winter temperature here
Right.
Gotcha.
because there's no sun.
So if we cut that thing open, no like not meaningful rings. It like there's no spring summer wood.
Yeah.
Just all dark. Oh, that's good. These things are so heavy.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
these are huge. And like some of them later are like
Mhm.
they get bigger and bigger.
Mhm.
As you go down.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
I think and what I'll also give you from that connection is I think Denai catches like a bad vibe in the air.
Hmm.
Like she's made especially uncomfortable by how dead this forest is.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to give any characterization for her on that?
I think she probably just like mutter to herself, within earshot, not like keeping her from the team, just like it's not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that reminds Sheila, or not Sheila. That reminds Janai of like your time in the bog.
Yeah.
Where it's like whenever you're in a forest and it's not flourishing with life, that's usually a sign of a predator nearby.
Yeah.
Because everything else like
Mm-hmm.
this place is like totally dead. Other than like silent, like unbending in the wind trees.
Mm.
Yeah. Be on your guard, boys. I don't like it here.
Um, the markings you're following, like some of them are, some of them are like marked onto a tree, and I think, yeah, they're like, and this, some of them are like scratched into a tree.
Hmm.
Like the ones that are more off the road, like people on the way following the UV trail have like also found, or also like scratched like ones in between the UV paint to like mark the path better.
Mm-hmm.
I think as you're going along, there's like the silence is like cut through where there's a road up ahead and you're like walking through the woods. And there's like there's a pretty major amount of mechanical noise. There's a like there's like a bunch of cogs like moving a like large truck load of stuff. They have like a, what are those called? Like per APC. They're like, it's an APC, like an armored personnel carrier. It's like,
Okay.
it's got like 8 wheels, and it's
Yeah.
like very high up, and it's like in a V shape on the bottom to like deflect landmines.
Yeah, it's an evil-shaped armored truck.
Yeah. It probably has like a decent size like autocannon on top, and there's like cogs marching in front and behind it, and in the back there's probably like a truckload of let's go with rations. Let's go with like, there's like some rations that have been made and they're being like brought southward.
Okay. We're cool and everything. I kind of don't want to mess with this until we find what we're looking for.
Same.
So I say we hide in the trees.
Okay. Yeah, you let this...
like go into the forest a ways where we're like out of sight.
Yeah, these guys are like armed for like they're armed to like defend this shipment. So not much like in the way of security here, or like there's not, but there's still like, they're making a big presence on this road. But you like slink away and like let them pass as your path following all of these markings like comes to a head at one point, or like not comes to a head, but like it crosses the road that they just crossed, or that they're driving down ahead of you. And I think as you're following these like markings, you start noticing that like some of them are like coming from other paths, and they're like all meeting together, like
Linking up.
they're linking up like when you're heading up a river. Yeah.
How deep into the park is it? So we were coming from the south.
Yeah, I think you're like heading all the way into like the center of the park.
I see.
Like the trees are getting taller and taller as you go.
Right.
Are
there any like remnants of the buildings in the park or anything?
I think that they're like overgrown by these like, and like split open by some of these trees.
Sure.
That are like kind of desperately holding on. Yeah, I think at some point you find you like catch a whiff of like the scent of death. Like you smell a corpse nearby.
Whoa.
And there's like a dead person like slumped up against a tree who like they are like gaunt and basically rotten down to like just rags on bones.
Gotcha.
Is it clear? Like, are they injured in any way?
Yeah, I think that they're like, I think that like their arm is missing, and they have like their gut is like
Okay.
the gut of their like shirt or is like caked in blood that is
Yeah.
like dried and brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the tree behind them is like there's like a little bit of looks like writing in that blood. But it's tough to make out.
Hmm.
It's like so faded and flecked away by time.
Damn.
Don't want to try making that out.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So, Sai, you have found this corpse in the woods, like slumped against a tree. Uh, it's it's
Mhm.
it's been here a long time. It's like dried out and like kind of overgrown with like a bit of foliage.
Okay.
Like it was a little out of the way. It has like an arm missing, and it looks like blood is like spilled all over its guts too.
Which arm is missing?
The right one.
Mm. Mhm.
Uh,
But we know who it's not.
and there's something like uh, yeah, and like the blood is like covering it, and it's like skin's barely stretched over a skeleton, dry and papery. Uh, nearby on like a root of the tree where it's like near where its hand is resting is like a message that has like flaked away with time. Sheila, make a connection roll. You can decipher
Yeah,
what's written here.
I want to read it.
Yeah, you want to read it.
16.
16. All right. I think you like peer into this like written message, and like you can't discern what it says, but you rest your hand upon it, and when you do, you get um you have a feeling kind of wash over you, your shoulders and like chest, that is like uh a a sense of danger, and
Yeah.
a sense of foreboding.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm telling you,
Sheila has
something's
just
wrong. I don't know if this is a good idea.
they make such a big deal out of the security state and all that. I don't think they would just be spies like this. You know, I don't.
It doesn't. They don't have to be spies for us to be walking into something we don't want to be walking into.
Hmm. I think this is just somebody who was like part of their resistance that got caught. Don't you? Like there was just tanks over there.
I think as you like are standing here and like looking
Mhm.
around, um I think you find like another corpse that is like that, but this one's different. Uh
Mhm.
this one is like, it's more human than a cog, but it's not human. It is like internally machine, but it still
Hmm.
has like it looks like it had a face at one, and this one is like totally smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like you can see like part of the tree where it like got smashed, where it like and it just like slid down from there and like is slumped against it.
Okay.
The trees here, by the way, are like
Yeah.
they are gigantic. They're that like
Mm.
extremely solid wood, and they're like some of them are like 10 feet around, 20 feet around. They've just been growing for a long time.
Is anything like audible? Like vehicle wise, any like movement? Like like I'm trying to gauge how far we are from this road.
You're like it's within sight, but
Mhm.
like you could tell if someone was walking on it, but or far out of the way. Someone would have to like turn and look by you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're in the middle of Central Park, to the road is like very far away.
Yeah.
Within viewing distance, but like over there.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh
like
yeah,
probably like half a mile across, almost.
okay. I know. There's like a lake. Is that still there?
I feel like you haven't crossed like any of the like bodies of
Mhm.
water that are in Central Park yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So we just wouldn't know.
Okay.
I think that like you wouldn't know where they are, and like what I'll say is there hasn't been like there's no rivers here or anything.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure that the rivers in like Central Park are like they were technically there like a long time ago, but now they're just artificially made like in our current real world.
That seems likely.
I doubt that they naturally spring from there. At least not with
Yeah.
help during all of the infrastructure around them. That they would basically be like the park is a potted plant of a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Yeah. Okay. So, do you think this is a citizen? I would like. I. I like go to reach out and then I stop myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
think,
literally make the sign of the cross over the thing and then just stand up and look away.
Yeah, I think this is what everybody's been talking about when they say that.
Mm.
Are people like this. That's why we've been mistaken for them. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
You said this
so,
thing was like bashed against this tree.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's like a. It looks like there was some kind of a. There's some signs of damage here from like a long time.
Yeah.
okay.
Like this like machine corpse is like even more covered in brush, and like it's like at the base of this tree, and the tree is like growing through it and like holding it
Yeah.
down.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I mean, we can't get much of a read off of this thing. I say out loud.
That's yeah. Whatever
We knew
happened
that
to
there
it
were
happened a
threats
long
here,
time
and
ago.
we knew that there were threats here. But since when has that been news? I think we should keep looking.
My curiosity is piqued. Just
I think Danny feels like a profound like sadness for what's before him.
yeah.
I get looking for more for the next sign.
Yeah, I think you follow the signs for a little bit. Until you like hear like the crackling of a like fire
Mhm.
by and like it's normally like night out in the city, and here there's like no artificial lighting, so it's pretty
Mhm.
like uh It would,
Stark.
yeah, like if you didn't have your robo dark vision, basically blind out. Uh, but you could see in the distance there is like there's like a small campfire, and like just like next to the campfire, it's like at a little knoll in a hill, with like a bunker, and like on the front, like sitting on the porch of a bunker is like a like massive towering.
Huh.
Okay.
He's like sitting there, and he's covered and he's got like vines growing like over him.
Hmm.
Pick out like he has a lot of like he has like this heavy like heat plating. He's like the size of an exterminator cog.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Can I?
His armor is like undecorated, except for like catching in the light. See like a number printed like on his like face mask.
Great.
That says L-044.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Cool.
I think he calls
That's
out
going to be a
you.
problem immediately.
Hmm.
He calls out to us.
I think he calls out to you. Says, says, "Step forward, citizen." In like a booming, like heavy metallic voice that like echoes from inside of his helmet.
And if not,
I wish to hear your burden.
All right. So
yeah, okay.
I just stride forward.
Yeah. No, that's a chill response to the thing I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's not obviously a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting there as you like walk out into the light. And like the roots that are like growing over him, they like snap subtly as he like turns his head up towards you. He has like a sword like basically under his arm, like leaning against his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big two-handed greatsword, but scaled up to him, and he's like 15 feet tall.
Right.
He doesn't have like a big gun on him, like a single sharpened piece of gold that's still glinting in the light.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
You step out and forward. He says, "It's been a long time since a citizen has come here. Most of them are, they get. I think you would say not most of them. They've gotten more. They've gotten more blindly loyal with each passing one.
It's
Couldn't
good
get
to
less
hear
loyal to all of this than us.
Yeah. And it's good to hear you renounce blind loyalty. Denounce it.
I've had a long time to think it over. How did you find this place?"
We were given a note.
Just a random tip. We've been making a bit of noise out in the city. people have caught on.
I guess old habits die hard. They're still sending people.
From when?
And that's hard. It's hard because time is weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think
If he pauses, then I would say no. Like, what was happening at the time that they were sending you more?
there was a time. There have been times where many of the older citizens acted out against their designs, and they built this place. And he like turns his head like down at the right a little bit to like gesture at the bunker behind him. It's long since he's long since gone hollow. I think he says to you, I was assigned to watch over this place for the next party citizens who would come here.
But now you've. Do you still follow that protocol?
I think he stands up like very slowly, and like when he does, there's like there's like small like forest debris around you, and like that like floats up off the ground as he does it. And you feel like the pull of gravity like lessened.
Okay.
As he like
Whoa.
stands to his full height and like snaps all the branches off as he does it. He says, my command is to destroy you, but I would have you justify yourself first.
All right. We're not from the city. We're from before the city.
You are some kind of old model. I've never seen one like you. I've been here a long time.
If your job is to prevent citizens from entering there, then what if I told you we aren't? That's not what we are.
Yeah, we're not actually clear on what a citizen even really is. I think they're cyborgs.
Classic Jack no selling the entire scene.
Yeah.
Jack like
yeah,
Jack,
I do
like,
want to
treats
flag
you
to
as-
camera. I do want to flag to camera that Jack is like actually nervous right now. Like, this is a move of, all right, keep it cool. When you don't play it cool, you get shot or something.
Yeah.
In this case, probably that sword.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, what he says to you is I want to know what has led you to act. I want to know what made you act against the city. What turned you against it? why do you seek to give? Says, why do you seek to give the humans the power that we hold over them?
Because I've seen the world from before. I know that it's not supposed to be like this, and if it stays like this forever, then there's no hope. That it's a candle slowly going out, or a light. I don't know if you know what a candle is. Like the
He's standing in front of a fire. I think you can assume he
Okay.
knows what a candle is.
Yeah, that's just like a slip in attention, but I'm leaving it in. And all right, so from seeing the world from before. Listen, before the city was even built, we were friends with Dr. Alvis, the real Dr. Alvis, not the fake one on TV. And he built these bodies for us to come back to when we went down fighting, trying to stop all of this from happening. We remember the old world. We want to fill the world with people again.
There's a couple things to link onto there. So first thing he says is, Dr. Light built you as he did me. Then how do you know that you're acting of your own will?
Because we remember what it's like to be in control, to choose, and we haven't stopped.
Also, Dr. Light and Dr. Alvis are different people. Like, I didn't say Dr. Light. I said the real Dr. Alvis, and I'm like pointing at him.
Mm-hmm.
Pointing at him? Oh, pointing at this guy.
Yeah, or like pointing off into the distance.
Okay. I think he says, when have you ever been in control? And I think when he says that, like, the gravity around you like ramps back up to like way higher than it was.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get some separation rolls here?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So my argument for hold the line to the end of the line this time is like this here is like the speech that I just gave was about like sticking with it to the end of the line.
That guy said, "When have you ever been in control?" And like try to take my ability to like move from me by like increasing the gravity.
Yeah. Do you want to say that that's an argument for your catalyst, or do you need to say it
Yes,
for you?
this is my argument for my catalyst.
I'll give you I'll give you that.
I have no argument for my catalyst.
Do I get mine?
I don't think that applies. I don't think your speech applies to this. I think if you're trying to like roll to convince him of.
Well, so this is the emotional beat that I'm charged with, and so the particular form of stand in defiance of this thing is like, no, determination, see it through to the end, regardless of forces pressing down upon me, like gravity. Hold the line.
Okay. I don't want to give you that, but what I'll give you in response is a bit of information. I think he isn't impressed by like your defiance. In fact, I think he would characterize defiance as like petulant and like selfish. I think he wants to know like if you if you had the power to change things, uh how do you know that things won't get worse? I think I'll have him.
Presumably, we'll be able to respond once we make these rolls.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
once
make these rolls.
once I make my roll, I have something I would like to say.
Yeah. I'll have him say something as a. Ooh, that's a 5 from Jack.
No, I
That's
like want to
that's
interrupt
a
him.
nat 20 from Sheila.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it didn't work.
you gotta put the
Oh,
R
because
in there.
I didn't do R.
That R in there.
Oh, do I have to do? Let's see.
You roll 1d20 with advantage.
1D. Okay. All right. Cool. I was double checking. I want to like use the new tech that we have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got a 15.
Not terrible.
Yeah. I think that gravity like ramps up really high, and like Jack, you like are put on your knee and like forced to the ground and like made immobile. Danny, you like your like shoulders crumple and you like go halfway down and you're like struggling to stand up, but
Mhm.
you manage to stay on your feet.
Can I say my thing?
Give me
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Sheila, you like
Yep.
don't even flinch.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Just like lock eyes with this giant.
Yeah. I think
I think,
where
by the
that
way,
comes from is out of like a sense of like admiration for this guy. Like, damn, this guy is so fucking principled. I need to show him that I'm as strong as him.
yeah.
This guy's definitely cool.
What I'll say is that he like when he does this, he like puts his sword in the ground and is like and he's like leaning on it.
Yeah.
But he's like still standing. He's just a little like hunched over and like using his sword as like a hilt, and is like closer to eye level. Like he's still looking down at you.
Yeah.
I think when he like does that, he like also stumbled forward a little bit and he like stomped out his own fire.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Cardo, did you want to say something? Give you a.
Yeah, I don't think I'll say it, but I don't think it will help the situation. I think we're too far gone, maybe. But what I wanted to say was, I, unlike my friend, believe that both humans and machines could coexist.
What does Deny think about that?
Do you know, I think that's the Danny moment. That's like a yeah. Of course you would think that. Of course you think that that's how that would work. That it could work like that.
Wow. Yeah, I think he says to you directly.
Me?
I was thinking Sheila because like standing upright.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And says, when you're in charge, how do you know the world will change for the better?
Okay, can I attempt to do a classic Sheila Janai maneuver of beam an idea into his head?
You can try. I'm gonna say you have disadvantage.
Okay.
You try to argue that up, but you're much worse at this at this type of thing now.
I mean, yeah.
I think
Could I not just?
I think it would be more interesting if you tried to talk to him
Okay, that's fair.
instead of just being like, "Well, dude, here's empathy for you."
Mm.
Sure. A long time ago, the three of us and a good friend, we took a stand against nothing, against blind impulse. And our answer to it was to try to give it back to the world in a way to help things grow instead of to help things burn.
Yeah, you say when you're in charge, like that's something we want. I'm still kneeling because of the gravity,
Yeah.
but I'm my head is lifted and I've got determination on my face. You say when we're in charge, like it's something we want. The problem is domination. Domination is what causes like everything terrible in the world. People need the ability to choose, all of them.
I think he responds to that with and you think that some of them would not choose to be subjects and some would not choose to be masters, and he like reels like he like his like metal frame is like straining under the weight and like groaning like a dinosaur as he like stands himself upright and like picks his sword up underneath the weight.
I think we're like too far gone. So I'm like, well, which one are you? Are you subordinate to your design? Or are you master of your body?
Damn.
Yeah, I think that hits pretty well home. I think he says, I know I just want to know that I'm pointed in the right direction.
I think that makes you more human than you maybe think it does. That too is a common concern that we all have.
I think when you say that, he has like this big helmet, like shaped headpiece, and like there's like uh there's like there's like two little slits in it for eyes,
Mm-hmm.
angled in, like the like the like wedge shaped front of the, and I think underneath one of those, Danny, you see him like make eye contact with you through one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, he has like there's like a golden eye staring out from inside the black of a helmet.
Hmm.
Um, I think he
We want,
says, uh,
yeah.
uh, uh, and I guess it is human to be leashed and follow orders until the end. Uh, and he like picks up his sword and then like with his second hand and like lets the gravity go back to being light and like waits for you all three to like stand up.
Yeah.
Uh, Jack, what I'll say is that like this is communicated just in like his posture of like he is waiting for you to stand up so that it is a fair fight.
Yeah.
Jack, you're the only one not currently standing. As soon as you stand up, he will go. Or as soon as like someone makes their first move.
I
All right.
I
Hmm?
I do this. I'm like, stay down, Jack.
I'm actually ahead of you on this. Um, I think, yeah, I don't stand up or anything like that. I don't change my posture or um. Listen, if it's one thing that I learned as a kid, the bad guys don't care what direction they're pointed in. If you care at all, if you're trying to figure it out, that's the only way you have any hope of knowing what the right direction is in the first place. You don't just oh, hang on.
That's not canon.
That's not canon. I don't have like I have a nose, but I don't have sinuses. You don't have to just follow instructions.
All we want to do is help these people, help people like you figure out what they want for themselves. If that's subjugation, then I don't know what isn't.
I think the man in the tower has a clearer picture than any of us down on the ground.
Well, it's a bad picture.
I think he says to you three. I think he says to you three. Before I kill you, will you tell me your numbers?
Number two can't start, guys.
Yeah, I know. I know. A-001.
Now, Simon, I want you to think really hard about uh I going to deny willing to identify as a number.
Yeah, no. My name is Sheila Janai. That's what she says.
Hmm.
I'm Daniel Douglas, A003, and a picture. If they say a picture paints 1,000 words, Is the picture not the master of the narrative it creates?
Whoa.
Tarbuck's in shock.
I don't expect this from Danny D.
Yeah. Very good, very good.
Good direction.
I think he says to you all, I cannot remember my old name. I am L-044. But you can call me Knight. And I think we're going into attack mode
Oh,
as soon as
this guy's so cool.
Pain.
you guys get first. He is giving you first move.
I don't think I do anything.
Yeah, I do not want to fight this guy. I really, from the bottom of my heart, do not want to fight him.
Hmm.
Maybe you guys should have rewatched TV Master Talk
No jutsu, yeah.
Yeah.
Our talk no jutsu. We need to train it more.
I feel like I was very convincing. With the, if that's subjugation, I don't know what is.
Isn't.
Yes.
What I'll say in response to you is that he doesn't care about subjugation.
Okay. So we should player talk strategize, because I think we have one more statement before he just attacks us. How do you know what is right to do? How do you know it's going to get better?
I
mean-
hitting you guys with some hard questions. We've been playing some games
Mhm.
in the last few sessions. Now you get hit with a moral quandary.
Mhm.
Hey guys, what is morality?
The real game begins.
The game within the game. I have a perfect picture for this, by the way.
So, I mean, an answer that I don't think that he's going to accept is like hope, because like the bad guys also think that like they hope for their things. They just hope for bad things.
I specifically think this guy would think that hope is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty clear.
And Jack is not the kind of person who's going to say something so fundamentally conservative as, we saw what a good world looks like and we'll just make that.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Knight here is
Mhm.
kind of thinks that this is like that this version of the world, like you're saying that it is slowly dying, and as far as he's concerned, it's like been stable for like an uncountable amount of time.
Yeah.
And like in his mind, it's going to be like this forever.
Yeah. Okay. So, in review, why would you give humans the power that we have? We never got to it, but my answer to that was gonna be something like, we're not giving them anything. We're trying to stop we're trying to stop people from taking it from them. It's already theirs. They should have it. But I don't think that would necessarily fly either.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I already said to him, yeah, we're trying to just give them back the ability to choose for themselves, and he didn't bite. He didn't bite on that.
Mm-hmm. I think the furthest we got.
What I would say to that, Sheila, is that he thinks, yeah, they're going to choose something worse than what we have now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had. The thing he said to me was. Oh, come on, I just had it. It was about. Not exactly something like. Okay, so after he said, the thing about, how do you know what? All right, how do you know what's right? How do you? There was some response that he gave that I think is the closest that we got to getting somewhere.
I think that was like, how do you know that your future will be better than the one we currently live in? How do you know that a better future is even possible? And I think what like Sheila was trying to say is that like we have seen a better world in the past,
Yeah.
right? And this guy's problem with that is, yeah, and that better world ends up here.
Sure.
It's like having it's like, you put if you put a ball on top of a hill, eventually it has to roll down. And and he would say that this is like the highest point where it won't roll any farther. It won't ever get worse in here, like stuck.
There was some. Well, the place that I was going towards was something that he said about choice, but it's not. It's not in my head anymore.
Well, you'll get to rewatch it and kick yourself for it.
Wait, hold on. Is it way he said? How do you know people won't choose to be subordinate?
Some people choosing to be some people would choose to be masters, and other people would choose to be servants. I'm like that because I think that one is pretty clear. Of like, that like that those are not the terms. Like, choosing to be masters is like not real. Is not choosing choice. Like, you're in, like, that's not a contradiction in my thing. You made that up and are trying to put it in my thing.
Mm-hmm. Does Jack like work through that in this moment and just like get angry about it?
I think that's pretty real.
Yeah, actually, like, hey, and this whole choosing to be, some people choosing to be masters and choosing other people choosing to be slaves, that is nonsense that you made up. That's not a, like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to like show me up that there's like a contradiction in the thing that I'm saying, but you made that up and you're trying to put those words in my mouth. You can't choose not choice. That is you proposing something that defeats itself. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Um, while your outburst is impressive, Jack, I think he
Mhm.
stands stalwart against it.
Yeah. If he doesn't say anything, then I think conversationally we're out of options. And I say to him, "Look, I know that you're like waiting for us to take the first move, but we're not going. I'm not going to justify your violence. Uh, if you really want to bend the knee and put us down, strike somebody who is kneeling."
I think that like silence settles over the forest again, and uh he after a moment, uh there's a like the gravity like suddenly like spikes up, and it's like enough for the like ashes under his feet to like smash together and then like catch fire again.
Mm.
Damn.
And it just says okay, and then he like springs forward towards you with like an unnatural amount of speed for his like massive size. He's gonna take the first swing now.
Yeah.
Way to win on principle though.
Yeah, we have proved that we're more principled than him, which
Mhm.
I think is a victory.
Yeah.
This is some Obama ass victory. They go low, we go high type shit.
Yeah, he's gonna make a
I think Janai would hate Obama.
we just date on Obama though.
all right. He's attacking you, Jack.
Goddamn.
All
Mm.
right.
What a cool guy.
Yeah, go ahead and Jack, do you want to do something to deflect some of this damage? I know you don't have a shield anymore, but I assume you're going to try and not take this hit.
Right. Taking this hit would be dying on principle, and like
It wouldn't kill you, but this is a lot of damage.
It'd be getting mortally wounded on principle.
that would be completely foolish. All right. So when he says fine, I hit the fever.
Okay.
I
Actually,
want
he said
to
okay.
yeah. When he says okay and like does the step forward, I want to hit the fever, and I want to power up my emergency acceleration system. And
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got the emergency acceleration system, so I'll give you an advantage on this.
I dropped one of my chits.
I want you to roll. I want you to roll separation, and
Mhm.
the DC is going to be the thing that he swung.
Okay.
Sure. Fair.
Roll separation 3. Okay. It doesn't get much more hold the line than dashing towards the person who is like 3 times your height and
Ooh.
trying to hit you with a giant sword.
Okay, if you're going in.
Yes, I'm trying to, because the dangerous part of a sword is the part that is out further away.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous part of a sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty small relative to him. I want to get in there.
Yeah.
This is how you fight a Dark Souls boss, and he's literally the knight from Demon Souls.
Yeah.
By the way, like real ass shit. Even Dark Souls has like sweet spot mechanics where if you get hit by like further like closer to the hilt, it does less damage.
Good, because that is accurate to real life.
Yeah, I've been imagining this guy as like Gundyr sized.
No, he's bigger.
Yeah.
But he's bigger than fucking Gundyr? Goddamn.
No, he is like
In
he is like a
proportion.
mech. He is like a mech.
Wow, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, he is like 15, 18 feet tall.
Okay.
Probably like 30,000 pounds,
Okay. Cool.
if not heavier. No, he's probably heavier than that. He's probably like 80,000 pounds. Yeah, Jack, I'll give you an advantage.
Okay. All right. And yeah,
no,
cause
I'll give you double. I'll give you double advantage. I'll give you double advantage. You can avoid this.
All
one
right.
hit. You can avoid this one hit, and you can even get your funny catalyst.
excellent.
You can get your funny catalyst point because
All right, let me fill that in.
because you let him take the first swing. I think that's
Yeah.
holding the line to the end of the line. Like that's like you're at a protest and you are like, no, go ahead and hit me. This needs to go ahead and like bash me over the head. This needs to go viral.
I'm not throwing the first punch on this thing. I'm going to make you throw the first punch on camera.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to pick up the thing that I dropped. Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you dash in. Like, what are you trying to do when you dash in?
All right. So the gravity is currently higher than normal, right?
Yeah, on you.
On me. Okay. So
Like on all three of you.
all right. So not knowing how this works exactly, I'm gonna try and get close to his leg. Like if it's an area around me, and not just literally me, my body, then I want to be like right up on his leg, and yeah, I'm just gonna like grab onto his shin there and like flame sword stab him in the ankle.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and roll that. That's instigation.
Okay. Three. Ouch.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna describe. I'm gonna describe this all as like one big motion. So he like launches towards you, and in response, you like go into fever from a crouch, from like a kneeling position, and you like kick off like a runner, like 100-yard dasher, and like the sword passes over your head and like cleaves a huge like swath of earth as like the other two like scatter to get out of the way. You like dash trying to get close of him, and like you're kicking off the ground with like all the force you can, and like right as you like get close enough to where you were gonna hit him with your sword, the gravity like is almost entirely gone. Like in like on himself, he is like lowering the gravity, and then like as you pass through that, you've like pushed off the ground too hard, and you just like fly way past him and like land on top of that bunker as he like tumbles from the weight of his sword. Because like his sword is big enough to where it is like outside of his own gravity range. So like he is weightless and his sword still weighs like several tons, and then he like tumbles in the air and like lands on a tree, and like his sword propped against the ground. I think he's going to like follow it up by like lunging at you two over there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did a 50-50 before, and I picked Ricardo. So this time the teacher's gonna call on you.
Yeah.
He's gonna lunge towards you. Big.
Yeah. Okay. Describe to me how he's swinging this thing at me. Oh.
Doesn't even.
Yeah.
Yes, please describe how he's swinging this sword.
Can
Yeah.
I describe how he's swinging it? On
On
a 1?
Sure. I have a cool description, but go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay. So I'll give you the start of the motion. You can finish it.
Yeah.
So he's like propped up basically on his sword, like he's weightless, and his sword is like kind of like the tip is buried in the ground, and he kicks off of this tree and is like dragging it along the ground.
Yeah.
And is like going to like do a big swipe up on the spot where you're at. He rolled a 1. Interpret that as you will.
Big swipe up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
he is like horizontal and like coming towards you, and he's going to do like a sick uppercut slap.
yeah, like a cricket bat.
Okay. He, goes to like sword in the dirt, swiping up. What I think the way I like to follow up on that being a 1 is that like I'm able to get just enough distance from the tip of the blade not to be clipped, but I am standing on the earth that gets like scooped up when he does that.
Mm-hmm.
So I get like picked up into the air and launched like away.
Mm-hmm.
And then how would you feel about me like rebounding off a tree at him?
All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you guys are like hypermobile, and you do have the stupidest treads possible.
Yeah, I can't actually activate them right now, but yeah,
you could fever.
I couldn't.
Oh,
yeah, the engine only has 1 power to start with. I haven't killed anything in a little bit.
You need chumps.
Yes, I need chumps.
I'm better equipped for this than you are right now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, there are no ads in this fight.
But yeah, can I just like bounce off this tree and lunge at him and like?
You could try to pull some ads. Wanted to really complicate things.
I think I'm okay. I don't need to fucking Tokyo Tomate on this guy necessarily. It would be useful, but I don't need to do it. I just have a really fucking good weapon that I would like to hit him with after I bounce off this tree at him.
Yeah. I think he like does that like uppercut, and he like turns gravity on himself a little bit, enough to like skid on.
Yeah.
In like a circular turn, kind of pivots on the edge of.
Yeah.
Jump.
I did. I described it.
Oh.
No, I'm.
Gotta roll though.
I have to roll. Okay.
Roll to attack. You have to roll for at least damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Him rolling a 1 doesn't mean you get to hit him for whatever the max damage is.
Okay, that's fair. This is instigation, so it's +5. It doesn't. It's fucking case sensitive.
It is case sensitive.
That's how you know I didn't make it.
A 14.
14. What does that come out for in your damage?
I think 7.
Oh, okay. So it's half. You do half damage.
Yeah, I do 0.5. Because these scissors are fucking crazy. Yeah, I think like as she bounds off the tree, they, extend, activate. And honestly, what I think would be cool is like a big, like long slash, like down its arm. Because if it's like got its arm up like that still, I can just
Okay.
like come in and
Going
down
down its
it.
like right arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you like as you like skid past, you like see all of the gears turning in like its elbow just uh to keep it like moving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like an awful meat grinder in there, like
Mm-hmm.
underneath the like chink in armor.
Yeah.
Where do we think this gravity manipulator is located? It's clearly in his body somewhere.
It's probably like in his guts, like his tummy.
Guts.
Hey Danny,
Mm-hmm.
he is like turned and facing you. Sheila, you cut into him. You do 7 damage.
Yeah.
He just has a lot of armor that you're gonna have to get. He doesn't have like damages.
Yeah. He just has a lot of health. Has a lot of armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so my goal in this fight is to bring this guy to his knees. I want to attack. I want to attack like the joints basically
Mhm.
in his armor, specifically his like behind the knee. I don't know what you call that area.
The inner knee.
Yeah, the inner knee. I want to attack like there specifically.
All right.
Shoot him in the knee pit.
Yes, the knee pit.
No,
Danny, then
that
how
would
are you gonna
be-
get behind him? You gotta get behind him.
mhm.
He's looking at you. I think like Jack is off to his like left. You've like just gone past him.
Yeah, I'm like I'm kind of behind him, but probably like off to the side.
Yeah, I imagine you just like are recovering from your sick jump move.
Mm-hmm.
You never fought
I-
in space anti-gravity before.
That's true.
I'm high rolling here. I'm not gonna lie. I am high rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I like pull my flame sword, right, and I like point it at him, right, like signaling him to like come at me.
Oh, to goad
Right?
him?
Yeah, to goad him. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So if you want to goad him and then like try to beat him like in a close up encounter, then what I want you to do, I want you to roll
Mhm.
instigation, and I'm gonna have him roll instigation.
Mm.
And that's the risk you take.
Yeah, I am high rolling here.
Yeah, he's got a +10 on that.
He has a +10.
Yeah, he's got
Oh, that's a +5.
And now
I
he
had to
rolled
go-
a 10 with a +5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's
me
not
know
that
when you have it
fast.
typed in. You give me the countdown.
Mm-hmm. All right. 5, 4. Wait, we're going on go, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Did I roll poorly?
You rolled poorly.
yeah.
I rolled really badly.
You rolled a
Oh
2
god.
+5. He rolled a 14 +5.
I
Here, I'll be
I-
I'll be nice. And I'll do the thing where I subtract your roll from his. Okay.
Here's what happened, by the way. I rolled and then a program opened up on my computer, so I didn't get to see my.
Whoa.
It like obfuscated it.
Gotcha.
The tech god knew that I did not want to see my result.
Yeah, you got a 7. I got a 19. I'm gonna call that a
Mhm.
12 for him. He's gonna hit you, Boris. Take 12 damage.
Shit.
He has a 1x. Ouch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big deal.
He has one weapon. And
Hey guys. Hey
Mhm.
guys. How fortuitous it was that I succeeded in my catalyst roll earlier.
Yeah,
That
because now you have
granted me
13.
that extra health point that bumped me up to 13 from 12.
Yeah. That was definitely good.
This show is not scripted, by the way.
That's true. Corona is not scripted.
Yeah.
yeah, don't let him
All I
hit
have
you.
to do all I have to do is erase the 3.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I think he like bats you. Like I think you like go to swing at him and then like you start to and like he starts to swing and you like panic and try to block his swing with yours.
Mm.
And like it doesn't even matter. He just goes like he just shoves your sword into your own chest and then like like golf swings you and you like fly up and hit a tree. Like you are embedded into the side of a tree like 20 feet up. And he pivots from you assuming you're dead.
Stay down, bud.
All right.
I will take this opportunity to shoot him.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was Danny's turn. Now it's his turn.
10 funny.
Hila, you're on the ground right now.
Yeah, like probably a ways past him and behind him.
Okay. I think he is going to like push his gravity module again.
Yeah.
Roll separation to make sure you can move.
Okay.
See if you can move this. Jack, I think you're far away. So roll with advantage.
Okay.
You want to keep your movement this turn.
Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah, I think you're going to be hampered in your movement this turn, Sheila.
Yeah.
$18.
18. Okay. You're at pretty moderate distance, Jack. You're probably like, 70 feet away from him. You're like on top of a building. I think like part of that bunker, by the way, I think like the entrance of that bunker like crumbles with like the sudden weight being put on it.
Mm.
But like not the part that you're standing on. Jack,
How big is the entrance to the bunker?
it's not that big. It's like sized for a person.
Okay.
He would destroy the bunker.
That's true.
He was like sitting on it like a porch, like the front step of a porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna take a swing at you.
Yeah, cool. Can do I have any recourse to?
Do you have any recourse? You want to try something?
I can try and block it.
Yeah, you can.
I wouldn't. Those swords of yours are pretty valuable.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. Your treads don't work right now. That's effectively what your like 10 roll.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know the block percentage of your sword?
Yeah, what's the block?
I don't.
You might want to. I mean, parries are risky, but they have a high payoff. The high payoff is that he doesn't damage you for sure.
That's basically what I was trying to do. I was trying to go to him and like parry.
Yeah, but
Go at his knees.
too bad the dice cog doesn't work for Team Command Heart. It works for Team Cog.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I think. I mean, if my legs ain't moving, I'll try to just like bob and weave with my upper body. But that's just. I don't know if I get a retaliation roll for that.
I don't think you're not trying to get a retaliation. You're just trying to get like not a direct hit on you.
Yeah. So should I roll for that or no?
It sounds like you don't have. It sounds like you don't have a specific strategy, so I'm not going to give you a roll on that. I'm just going to have him roll to attack you.
Okay.
But if you like,
You rolling tens. How much health do you have, Sheila?
13. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to try to like have a part get broken instead?
I have
Got
the
two
engine,
parts. Have that engine.
the swords, and the legs.
You're
That
empty
is-
otherwise?
That is it.
Okay. What do you want to break? The sword or the engine?
I can't break the legs.
No, your legs don't work
No?
this turn.
Oh, but I can move out of the way to let it hit the legs.
I gave you your choice.
Hmm. I mean, tell me
It's
what
my
happens
engine. Take the engine.
tell me what happens when I take the damage.
You take 15.
And then what?
You would be down for a round, and it would basically be like Jack has to solo this guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm about to not move.
Okay. I mean, I don't need the engine. But what does that look like?
I think it like cleaves into your chest,
Yeah.
and you get launched, and like, and then like your chest, like your heart is broken.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And for that, I'll let you like like not take you don't take major damage, but you destroy the chest piece you have.
hi, can I make a request?
Yeah.
You said she gets launched. Can she land like near where I am?
I was thinking she was gonna land near Jack, because that's how it was in my mind palace. But does Sheila want to land up near you?
Sure. You got a plan.
Okay. If Ricardo has a plan, sure. Here's what I'll say. That happens, and like Sheila, you like slam into like a branch nearby.
Yeah.
Up in that tree. And like you can feel like burning hot liquid like pouring out of your chest
Mm-hmm.
and like onto the tree, and it's like setting the tree on fire.
Oh shit.
Like directly underneath you, and you like dump your engine out, and it like hits the branch and like falls and tumbles to the ground, where it like slams into the grass and like starts to like burn the things around it in like a very
Mhm.
low hot flame, like white hot flame.
Yeah.
All your like color that you have in your character design, where all your stuff is like colored, all of that like fades away,
Cool.
and now you just look like the machine that you were like melded into.
Right.
Um,
Are the sword are my scissors affected? Because
um,
they're magical, or are they still red and gold?
I think they still work.
No, I mean like color wise.
Oh, are they still red and gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are.
Okay.
I think it might revert. Actually, I think it might like turn back into the two swords,
Whoa.
Mm.
like they were in Command X. I think they
Yeah.
like they stop being like a fancy robot part and they become the swords that they once were.
Okay.
You feel like all the power like sapped out of you as you go back to like a normal human amount of strength.
Mm.
You get to keep your health.
Yep.
You have fun over there. Hey Jack, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot into the wound in his arm because we can see exposed machinery in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then jet away after that. I'm gonna try and create as much distance between me and him as possible.
Okay. Would you say you're going for the arm on this one?
Oh, this is really tough.
Because going for the arm is separation, but you want to shoot the connection because
Yeah, the difference is only 1 point. Because I've got a 4 in separation and I've got a 5 in connection. Really, what I want, like, if I'm gonna the thing that I want to the arm off of this guy is his gravity system.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna make an arm roll, that's what I'm after. I'm gonna hope that that's in there somewhere.
Okay, I think you have like I think you have like you've observed him a bit from like a distance
Mhm.
because you've like been standing up on this bunker. Roll connection to see if you like pick out where it is.
All right. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. I think you like
Nice.
look at him and like robot vision like mega lock on zoom in, and you like see
Mhm.
it. It's like embedded. It's like embedded like just above his hip, like in his waist, on his like right side.
Okay.
In his tummy. What did I say?
Yeah, on the right side. Okay.
You got a nat 20, so here's what I'll say. If you want to get that part, you have like you like spot it and you spot a chink in the armor in his
Mhm.
armor at like the same time that you think you take advantage on arm rolls against that.
Excellent.
Take it.
That is that's the thing that I'm after. If I'm going to the arm something, all of his mobility and thus 60% of his threat capacity is his ability to prevent himself from being destroyed by his own weight.
Hmm. Or at least hampered by it, yeah.
That was a poor decision.
It was. Now, Jack, try to make a better
Okay.
decision for what your who is going to be. I will remind you, you have if you have 2 arms equipped and they're both powered, you get to use both of them. You know, you guys have like limb, you have like base attack. So like your left arm can do an attack and your right arm can do an. And like you can also activate your legs, which is like you running. And if you have a modification, you can use that modification. And like they all have just one thing that they do. So the more parts
Yeah.
you have, the more moves you have, like a turn.
Each part is an action.
Yeah.
the limb turn economy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So even if you have like a really shitty gun, if you can power it without like giving anything else up, like if you have that really shitty cog gun, it's like, hey, it's free damage.
Okay. Okay. Um. I have to make the choice right now. Yeah, I want to use the arm on. I want to try and separate this gravity controller from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I want to do. Do I want to try and pluck it out with my hands, or like using the sword to cut around it, or do I want to try and shoot to like separate it from him and then collect it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you cut something out with here's what I'll say. If you cut something out with the arm in melee, you can put it on. If you do it at range, you need to go pick it.
Yeah. All right. I think I want that on me. So I'm going in.
Okay.
Sheila, I hope you've got me.
I got you. I got you.
All right.
What is that?
It means I got you.
Sheila is presumably about to take Danny's generator, which might put Danny out because I think Danny's generator provides some armor.
Does it? I didn't write that down. I don't know. I don't think it does.
What's your generator?
What's the generator?
Mark
It's
3.
the Vinograph Mark 3. I don't think that provides. I don't know. At least I don't think it does.
I'll pull it up. Anyways, explain your plan.
Okay.
The Mark 3 gives zero armor. Gives zero armor.
Yeah.
Okay. He had just been. He had just done his uppercut swing. No, the thing that he just did is he bashed Sheila away.
Yeah.
Sheila away. All right, so his posture is like really exposed there.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't wheeled back around to me yet. Is that so? Okay. Then that's my opening. The thought is basically that you he's giving me his, like, if not his back, an exposed position here, and what is hold the line to the end of the line if not a go big or go home? Because I've already seen what this does. If this fails, he will kill me. I will be destroyed.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna turn a player against another player. Ricardo, do you think that catalyst applies? Goblin nuts, right?
I mean, what could be more holding the line till the end of the line than like potentially dying if it like messes up, the plan messes up.
It sounds like you've convinced Ricardo.
Excellent.
Okay. So I like it. You have double advantage. Everyone keep giving
Excellent.
Jack double advantage and a stat point. Twice in one round, in one game.
Okay. Feeling that.
For the record, I wouldn't have given it to him, but I'm like, it's borderline. I'm gonna let someone else decide.
Okay. All right. So I rocketed past and hit the building, and like in that time where all of that other action has been going forward, I've been like repositioning myself and springing back into the fray, and I'm like you would see the multiple me's behind me dash animation if this were like actually Mega Man.
I think you are like just charging a power shot this whole time.
Excellent. Okay, so I like, because his attention is no longer on me, I'm diving at his waist there, and I'm trying to you already queued me up for a power shot, so I shoot into that chink in the armor while my other hand is on this gravity manipulator to take it with me as I like dive for the little. I'm picturing it as like a little badge type situation.
Yeah, like it's a small part of a big machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's definitely like the challenge is like picking it out. Picking out like an orb that's like kind of just in there. It looks like the orb of like a hip bone, like where a hip bone is your leg bone, and it's like that,
Yeah.
but just like right above his hip. Yeah, it glows like yeah, it glows like purple whenever it activates.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you go ahead and roll for just damage. You're also just shooting him.
Yes. Okay.
Shooting him in his guts.
Are we doing this damage roll with the double advantage?
No.
Are we doing it with a single advantage?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was 4 when I declared the action, so I'm rolling it with a 4. 9 with the gun is 4.5, so that would be 5 points of damage.
5, yeah. We always round up.
Okay. All right.
Good, everyone. You've done, I think, 12 damage.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of it on a spiral down D30 that I happen to have because I'm a giant nerd.
Yeah. Okay. You have it. So here's the text of it. Someone please give me a read on.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
That's
Ease
so sick.
Ease of burdens modification requires 4 power. Shift and warp your own gravity at will. Negates the effects of encumbered. Encumbered is an effect.
Yeah. Encumbered is a keyword.
Yeah. So I think you like launch past him and you have this like chunk it onto your like shoulder in like a very snappy like Bloodborne trick weapon animation where he goes like into your shoulder. You don't have enough power for it right now, I don't think.
Right, because as soon as this maneuver ends,
You go into overheat.
I go into overheat.
Yeah. Yeah. So next turn you can't move. So it was really an all or nothing maneuver.
Yeah.
Truly holding the line till the end of the line.
That would be all 3 of you just being at his feet, unable to move. Yeah, when you do that, like his frame like groans and roars with like tearing steel as his like weight hits his frame, and like his arm that has been like split open by Sheila, I think that just like crumples under the weight of his like held sword. Like his arm just like in the middle of like the lower forearm just like folds in half backwards and then just like snaps off as the sword like plummets to the ground.
Nice.
and he gets still like brought low other than that, and like catches himself with like his left hand on his knee. I'm checking his parts. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He drops the sword so that he can still move. If he was holding the sword, he like literally could not even lift his own weight. That's how armored as fuck this guy.
Gotcha.
If someone picks up that sword, you get to learn what it's called, and also what encumbered means. Sheila, it's your turn.
Okay.
Wait, is it Sheila?
I want Danny to go.
Oh, okay. Danny can go, and then Sheila. You're just
Yeah,
passing your turns.
Okay. So Danny's catalyst up till this point has been oppose, which seeks to arrest control from him, right? Sheila is in a situation currently where she cannot move. She's unable to function.
Yeah, she's stuck in a tree right now because she's like a person who's now stuck in a redwood.
Oh, she's like at the top of the tree? I thought she was like near me.
She's near you, but like,
okay.
If she were to fall,
I was imagining myself on a low branch.
You're in a low branch of a redwood. It's not actually a redwood. It's a tree grown under low gravity, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I assume I could like pull her down.
Yeah, I mean you could like carry her down.
Yeah. Okay.
Although all of your meters are in the red, basically. You're down to 1 health. You have like a gash, and I imagine like a half functioning leg. Go ahead.
Yeah. I get her down, and yeah, my catalyst has been opposed that, which seeks to arrest control from me. Well, in this current moment, Danny is releasing control and giving control back to Sheila, and I think at this point, his catalyst change, and now he seeks to mend that which is broken.
Oh, okay. I
Cool.
like it.
Goodbye, old catalyst.
I didn't expect that to be deployed so quickly.
It came up the moment arrived.
Yeah.
In this act of releasing control, Danny D removes his generator, the Vandegraaff generator Mark III, and imparts it onto Sheila.
Damn, the thing is passed around. I think everybody's had that now.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Okay.
You have not.
Yeah. This is mine from like the very beginning.
Okay. You want to do anything?
I honestly I don't even know what else I would do. I think she like could like if she wants something else from me, she could take it. Like I have like I am unable to function right now anymore. I have the Cogbuster, which is like 1 power, 0.1 damage. I have the Mega Buster, which is 1 power, 0.2 damage. I have my treads, but your treads are way better.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could shoot and then give Sheila art for the damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See if you can get some damage on the board.
I want.
That's 2 attack rolls. You can't just give that up.
Yeah, sure. I want to aim like in the exact spot that Jack just like hit in.
Yeah.
I want to
His,
like
side.
deepen that wound. Yeah, I want to like deepen that wound.
Yeah, that arm isn't there to defend that anymore. Like his right side has now been blasted, the Mega Buster, and also his right arm below the elbow.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I power up and I shoot right there.
Yeah, I imagine it's like you just expend both guns for the turn until like they like run out of ammo or power down, and then you just
Mhm.
back into the crater of the tree you're in, and then like
Mhm.
your chest, your heart like pops out for Sheila to take.
Hmm. Yeah, I think there's like a moment of hesitation where it's like, "You're giving this to me? Okay, I will accept it."
No
Oh.
breaks and no breaks.
Well, which one was that? That was your. You listed the cog weapon first, so there you go. That's a 0.5, which technically rounds up to 1 damage.
Nice.
Okay, I will iterate this die to 13.
Wait, hold on.
You're just peppering with little
And
shots.
roll the other one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You have to waste a 0.2 to get 1 damage.
That should have been +4. I rolled wrong, but that's fine. It doesn't
It
matter.
wouldn't have made a
Yeah, it does not.
difference.
It literally doesn't matter. Yeah.
God, God damn.
No wins for Dynity at all.
That's
None.
2. That's 2 damage.
Yeah, that is technically 2 damage. It is more than 1, so we round up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tarbuck, iterate that die up to 15.
Here we go. The 14-15 zone on this die is like real weird.
Yeah.
They're like almost opposites of each other.
All right, Sheila, your move.
Oh boy. Okay, I have a Vandergraaf Mark III.
Yeah.
This guy is probably looking our way as he was just peppered with little bullets.
I think he's like looking at the
us.
ground at the moment. Still reeling.
Okay. Can I try to use like infrared vision to maybe determine where his core is?
I don't think I think like his side has been damaged and kind of it's like a little bit exposed. Like you can see the light pouring out from inside the gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like standing. He's like just getting to stand back up, like pushing off his leg.
Yeah.
You've gotten him. You've gotten through his first health bar.
Okay. So if I like dash over to him, will he be in a condition to try and stop me from hitting him?
Yes.
Okay.
With your Mark III, what happens if you fever?
I have 6 power, which means I can power my time stop.
Okay.
Jack, you haven't taken your slowdown turn.
My slowdown is coming up. If you do not draw his aggro, I will die.
Right. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I stop time, then I overheat. So we would both be overheated right in his face if I do it right now.
It's 2 turns. You get double energy for 2 turns.
Okay, it'd be like offset. Okay.
Yeah.
You get one turn of you get double, and then 1.
Okay, but when I use the time stop, does it not?
That's got to count for 1, probably.
Overwrite that. Yeah.
Oh, what does the leg say?
It says stop time, then overheat. So that to me says like after I take my stop time turn.
Oh yeah, it would just stop early.
Mm.
I think it would just stop early.
Yes.
I wouldn't make you just do 2 turns of overheat.
Right, but it's not that I do 2 turns of overheat. It's that the turn of overheat comes early. That's my issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a thought.
It attack now, but your power doesn't do anything during your life.
Correct.
Well, then the overheat doesn't affect you that much. You can't move. Or your movement.
If you're already in the fever, you might be able to react to a thing he does with the time stop if it goes badly.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like he goes to hit you and then he just stops in midair because you hit the time stop.
Oh, I can like hit it as a reaction.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Like, because you don't time stop, take your turn, and then immediately overheat. It's like time stop, take your turn. The other turns happen. We get back to your turn, and then you overheat.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can act like out of turn in like a reaction kind of way.
Yeah.
Like if something big is going to happen to your character, I'm like, okay, you've been brought into this action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'll wait to deploy it for as like a quick save. For now, I will just come at him. Come at him straight with an attack. My goal is to like uppercut the scissors into the open wound on his side and dislodge his generator.
Oh.
That's my intended goal.
You're gonna be going into melee with this guy.
Yep. Presumably he doesn't have a damage modifier of 1 anymore. It might be a little lower.
It's lower.
Now that he doesn't have his big fuck off sword.
Yeah.
Good job, Tarbuck.
How the fuck am I going to transport that sword?
I don't know. I don't know.
It is taller than
mean-
you are.
Seems impractical. We could stow it somewhere for later.
Well, when you pick something up, it like gets sized to you.
Okay, there you go.
It
Hmm.
like changes itself. So I think it could size to you, or maybe like become deployable.
Well, either
It'd
way,
still be heavy as shit.
that's a question
Yeah.
for later.
That's a class. That's a classic. Like when I want to put it away, it like folds up.
Yeah.
So I don't have to carry it, and it's like, doesn't it weigh the same though? And it's like, yeah, it does.
Ruby is such a good show.
So if I run in and I want to try to like cut out his generator, I think but before I dash in, I like turn to Danny and say, "Thank you. Get to safety."
Danny,
He
who
got
can-
fucked up.
Danny, who can like not move.
He got swatted the fuck down.
Yeah, this is me right now. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you're all out of electricity. Your color's all gone now.
Yeah. Like I said, I want to like uppercut the scissors up into his core and try to cut it out.
Okay, I think you like go ahead and roll. That's just separation.
Separation? Okay.
Yeah, because it's the arm.
You're doing the arm.
Right. Now, I think this guy, has some virtue to his beliefs. He's a thinker. He's not willing to just like, accept he is accepting the situation, but after contemplating it, not just blind acceptance. But I still find that the ideology of, it can never be worse. So why let it be? Why attempt to make it better if that could cause problems. I find that to be a evil mindset of abhorring change just because it could cause problems. So would you give me my catalyst?
Which is
Cut the evil out by the root?
Thank you, Tarbug. I will give you that catalyst. You're
Yep.
cutting out the heart of a citizen.
Yeah.
It's a tailor-made catalyst for this action, which you've now done twice.
Correct.
Hmm.
Yes.
We're now attempting a second time.
Okay, this is 2d20 plus 7.
That's
nice.
My separation is plus 7.
+23.
23.
Yeah, I think you like drop down out of the tree and you like run down the tree vertically, like where the roots like splay out. You like ramp to carry that momentum at full.
Mm-hmm.
He like sees you coming and then like goes to like punch you and intercept you with his remaining hand, but I think you just like dodge past, you like weave past it, and you get like you like jump up to his hip, and like you jump up into his hip and like in his guts, and there's enough space in there for you to like stand on his.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you're like kind of crouched. And then you just like bury your blades, which when you got your generator, they turn back
Yeah.
into the part
Mhm.
in like a flash of light. Maybe that happens like right here, like while you're
Yeah.
standing in him. Your swords that were in your hand like disappear, and then like your arm flashes, and they like go back to how they were as like.
Yeah.
And you like.
I was imagining her like holding both of them in one hand, and then like when she reels back to do the uppercut, that's when they like form back into the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you jam the blades into his chest, and then like oil comes like spraying out of him,
Yeah.
and like there's like lightning arcing off him.
Mhm.
And his engine like drops onto his hip, and he like collapses and falls over to his left, like onto the tree, and then like slides down into like until he's like sitting. And his like engine like tumbles out of him and like rolls like a brick onto the ground next to him.
Yeah.
Uh
But he's not broken all the way yet.
yeah, he's not broken. He just like power to all his limbs.
Yeah.
I think like that I think that when you do that, like you know how your color like fades away when you lose the engine?
Yeah.
I think that like the number on his faceplate like fades
Ooh.
away
Cool.
as like the one thing on him that's colored.
Yeah, that is where his identity lies.
Huh.
I think like
Cool.
he like basically stops moving, but can hear like the small amount of residual power like in him. Like can feel inside of his helmet his like the camera of his eye is like turning to follow you as you
Yeah.
like walk up to approach his like vision.
Hmm. You know, I think she like
Not like
goes.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
give an extra bit of
Mhm.
drama. He obviously he's not like breathing, but like all of his parts, there's like you know machinery all throughout him, and he's like a huge frame, and like it's all still kind of whirring off like residual power, but like nowhere near enough to actually move him. And
Yeah.
approaches Dinjin now as he watches you do.
Yeah. I'll like pick it up, like palm it like a basketball.
Yeah,
Just like, probably just like holding it under an arm.
yeah. It's I think you like rip out half of what he had.
Yeah.
And it like holds, and like without it, it just like the other half like critically failed. Have this in your hand.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
Cool. +4.
It's exactly enough to power the part that I got off of him.
Yeah.
Talk about specialization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I have like the citizens just have like part sheets where it's like these are the parts that they have.
Yeah.
Jack, if you walk over and pick up his sword,
Which I will do once I'm cooled off.
yeah, I think that everything becomes very still, and like I think you guys like aren't speaking as you like gather up what he has. Crinkle, crinkle. Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys like are kind of solemnly not speaking as like the last of his energy winds down and runs out. And you like go around and pick up his parts. Jack, when you pick up his sword, here is what his sword is.
Parts massive. All other energy requirements are doubled.
Holy
Jeez.
shit.
Yeah.
This guy is so cool. Oh my god. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Weight of power. Weight of judgment.
Dude, his modification is called ease of burdens,
Yeah.
and everything else is called weight of.
Yeah. No, this guy is sick as fuck.
His armor is also a part.
Weight of protection.
All other energy
Holy
requirements are
shit.
doubled.
Holy shit, 12 armor.
I'll say that only for the sake of gameplay, only one of you can get weight of protection.
Yeah, what?
Because
Why
he
would
has
we-
a lot of, like,
He has a lot
the
of
armor
damage.
covers a great physical area.
Okay.
So, as a gameplay balance thing,
I wasn't saying what, like, why can't we? I was saying what, like, why would we be able to?
Wow.
Jesus Christ, this guy has a whole kit.
Yeah, so did that other guy. Got exploded.
Yeah, we got his legs.
Got his legs, which is like literally the most important part, but like they're a total bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, correct.
At least you can now fever to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn. Okay, so like, if you just wear all of his shit, you just get his kit.
Yeah.
We perfectly cut him into 4 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, you took out his his kit is designed to have like a fail point, which is if you cut out piece of burden, he just like crumples.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally like to exist, he has to drop his sword and then he can fight you like that.
Gotcha.
And like you can pick up his sword once he does that, but like I don't think anyone had enough power even.
The sword takes power?
It doesn't take power, but it doubles everything.
It doubles everything else. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So if somebody has his generator and ease of burdens together, they can use the other stuff without causing problems.
Yeah.
And presumably, from what I've observed, the extra weight has to go somewhere. That's why we were getting lighter and heavier.
Hmm.
Is that real, Roma?
I think it's more like when he uses the burdens, it can affect him and everything around him separately.
Mhm.
And the like boss weapon version of that is you can affect yourself.
Right.
Mm.
But
He has like a system set up where he can amplify it out that we just don't have. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Like one thing, if fight dragged on a little longer, he was gonna start getting like pretty crazy with just like pulling you in.
Yeah.
You guys were
Mm.
very in his face the whole time. I was
Yeah,
expecting
we were gonna.
I was expecting you guys to see a guy with a huge sword and no gun and be like, I'm going to shoot at him and run away.
No, this guy's honorable. We wanted to fight
Yeah.
him on his own terms.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So he didn't do that actually.
We were gonna get Tiggered, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Instead of you can't move, it was going to be he pulls you towards him and you don't even have ground to stand on.
The picture that keeps on giving. Iron Tiger.
Yep.
Yep.
There it is. Okay. I did have an 80s action movie line queued up of like all that time and you couldn't see past your own biases. Well, your time has run out. Nighty night.
God, Jack.
I feel like Janai would surf and be like, "You're worse than Danny sometimes."
That's. I mean.
You're the one who made it to where Janai doesn't like Danny. You wrote that. I'm just plus oneing it.
Fair enough.
Who wants any of these parts?
Okay. I currently have I've got the ease of burdens right now.
You
which
can't use
which
it.
is cool. I can't use it.
We only have 2 generators.
Mhm.
That's not true. You have 3.
We have 3 now.
We just got one.
We just got one back, yeah.
You have a Mark
Okay.
II, a Mark III, and
Oh.
8 of power.
Now, here's my thought.
Remember did you mark yourself up for the stat point that you gained?
I did not. Thank you very much.
I did, yeah, because I didn't hear you say do the Mark XP moment.
Yeah. It's another point of separation. It's up to 8 now. Yeah. Not like my.
Not
My
8
stat.
base.
Yeah, but 8 bonus.
I want to be like this.
Here's my thought. We could, give the generator to the guy with no generator, and then because the parts work so well, I mean, I see no value in splitting up all this stuff. Because using anything else makes it so. Like, if you don't have the ease of burdens, you just might as well use nothing else.
Yeah. And the ease of burdens is valuable beyond what it is.
Yeah, it has 2 effects.
Mm-hmm.
Your own gravity and negate the eyes.
Yeah. I think I would respect the move of Danny bequeathing me his generator enough to feel like he, deserves this stuff.
Yeah, you give.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I am going to keep this around. I'm going to put ease of burdens down into like cold storage, which is the back of my sheet.
Yeah.
So is Danny getting all?
You get everything that you want.
We can help you over.
Yeah, I'm a shell right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Y'all don't know how cool I think this guy is. Like, you
No,
really
this
don't
guy-
understand.
No, this guy's fucking awesome.
He is very cool. Oh wow.
Yeah, the first boss is boss because
Yeah.
this guy is a first boss because he talks to you without the intent of immediately killing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, someone narrate Danny getting his up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was palming the generator like a basketball. I think what I do is like I walk over to him and like, load it in
Mhm.
like he helped me.
Danny D, you feel the weight of power.
I think I hold my hand up to my chest like this. I do a little ball.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Thanks for what you did back there.
I know it might be hard to trust me sometimes, but I'm for this group. I'm for this mission.
I know. They're they don't. What?
Say it with two voices at once.
What are you talking about?
Like it's you, but it's two of you in there. You say I know. Both of you together simultaneously say I know.
Yeah. Okay. I can't. But Tarmac, you understand? I can't act that.
Yeah, but you don't have a human throat. As Sheila and I.
Right. Yes.
You can
I'm
play
not.
two voice clips at the same time. Is the thing.
I thought you were telling Simon to do something.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
All right, here's what I'll say.
Mm.
Danny, we're getting all this it's put on you. What does it look like? Let's go down the list. You get the power upgrade. Cool. It's a cool core. You get ease of burdens. How do you want to like implement that into you in a way? It's like a you could have it be like hip mounted behind you. It's not exactly like stealthy human form.
How what's it? Okay, what I want this to be is like an insignia on my chest, like
Ooh.
it manifests like you know how we have like the A number,
Mhm.
right? It like on like my left chest, on my right chest. I want it to be I'll come up with a design, but I want it to be like a circular like kind of coat of arms kind of thing.
Okay. I think that's cool. If it was one of the things that has weight for the name, I would say it should be like heavy chain.
Mm.
A girdle.
Good.
I'll help you support all that weight.
How do you keep your pants up when you're performing?
Belt.
Belt. Yeah.
Okay, what about the
Belt.
He has a really fucking big sword. It's like twice as big as you.
Mm.
What do you? How
Yeah,
does
you
the sword change? Just carry around like a 12-foot eye beam.
No, I don't carry around. Have any of you seen Percy Jackson?
Yes.
The first one.
Yeah, that's
Out your
the pen sword.
Okay. For those that not in the know, Percy Jackson in the Lightning, not directed by for some reason.
Yeah.
The main character has a sword that is hidden as like a magic object in a pen, where you click the pen and then it turns into a sword. The pen is the sword handle.
Yeah, but what I want it to be is like instead of like a pen, that's kind of lame. It's it is lame. Yeah, I don't want it to be a pen. I'll just yeah. I imagine like I'm like I don't know why, but I'm like giving this guy like somewhat religious coding. Like
'Cause he's a knight. That's
yeah.
why.
I like want
Yeah.
I yeah the how do I word this? Oh god, I want like the hilt. I want like the stealth mode to be like a smaller version of like the hilt of the sword that I wear as like a pendant, as like a chain.
I think it should be like on your hip or something. It's like
Okay.
it's like a chain belt.
Yeah, sure. Chain belt, yeah.
Oh, what if it's like a? I mean, it's not not gonna turn into a whip sword. You can't just say it's a whip.
Yeah, I would not want a whip sword.
It has to
I would
still
not
be
want a
like
whip sword.
at least a bastard.
You know the shape of the Moonlight Greatsword?
Yeah.
This is the image I have in my head. It's like the Moonlight Greatsword, but like instead of like you know, instead of it being like a mineral, it's not a mineral, like
like a gemstone.
Yeah, instead of it being like a gemstone, it's like stone. It's like just regular stone.
Okay. Yeah, that works. The big of gets shorter and thicker.
Yeah.
It decreases in length for girth.
Yeah. Good for clubbing those cogs.
And
Way to
it's really the girth that matters.
Yeah. It's true.
Depends on your hardware.
Depends on your hardware.
Fair enough. All right, and then you get some cool armor.
Yeah, I will workshop the design of all of these because I really want to like make something out of this. This guy is really cool. I'm very glad that I get to cosplay him basically.
You can like stealth it for now with it is hidden under the cloak, the giant cloak that you're wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what I want to say. So he has like a hammer relief at the top of his head, travel set. I think by putting on weight of protection, I think that you get that same like hammer relief, like folded out helmet. But when you like unfold it.
Is there any of this guy like still remaining?
Also, I think it like closes in front of your face. like unlike Mega Man's face.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
cover his face. I think it covers your.
Hmm.
All right, that's all cool. I like that.
All apt. All apt.
Are you?
Yeah, we're not like coward Hollywood. We're comfortable hiding characters' faces.
Mm-hmm. I have a question. Is there any of this guy left? Like,
roll connection
mm,
and take advantage. You're wearing all of his stuff.
lovely.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that could be any more. All right. That's a 21. Okay, here's
When
what
I
I'm gonna,
say
here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. You like lay your hand on him, like on his like broken arm, I think.
Mhm.
And you like try to reach out and see if he's still in there. And I think his camera underneath his helmet is like still fixed on you, but it hasn't moved in a while. It still has that golden lens on it. I think that like the bulb behind that like shines a little brighter, and then it like fades out, and see like a light go down underneath the chinks in his armor, like down his neck and then down his arm and like into your hand. Take one, get an extra connection.
Cool.
You feel warm inside.
Oh,
Like I just gain a connection stat,
Yeah,
like permanent connection.
Yep.
Wow.
Awesome.
carry that forward.
Mm.
Because apparently you're going to carry that weight.
I am gonna carry. I would like to bury the remnants of this guy.
He's too big.
Too big. Okay, I wanna.
Yeah.
Can I at
not
least bury
practical.
that light bulb?
I think you're carrying the remnants of him.
Mhm.
I was gonna coin flip between the other two, but I've already singled out Simon as the teacher. So Jack, you're like looking around, or like you're like sitting on the bunker, like you just looked inside, and like the thing is hollow, and like no one's been here in like years, clearly,
Mhm.
and the thing's collapsed now anyway. So you're just like kind of sitting on the front step, like he was in defeat,
Mhm.
and like looking at the scene as this is all happening. I think in the distance you see like on one of those on a far off branch that there's like there's something watching you with like a like single single red eye, like way off, hiding in a tree. And like as soon as you like make eye contact with it, it like uh it like zooms away after being spotted, and like dashes off through the tree work into the forest. But something watched you fight that guy.
How much do you think of what he's? I'm still looking to where it was, and I'm gonna say, do you think he was right to be worried that his mind had been messed with? Do you think that there might be others out there who just weren't sucked down the funnel of whatever bad thoughts he was stuck in, who might have thought their way past it? The guy who sent us here, I don't know if he was trying to get us killed or what.
Yeah. At the very least, we can find what's left here. Yeah.
I think your you guys, have like a radio transmitter inside your
Mm.
head,
Hmm.
and most of what you hear while you're like existing in the city is like the same propaganda radio in
Hmm.
in like that underground muscle den those guys were keeping
Hmm.
that market.
Mhm.
Uh, a uh, but suddenly a like different voice cuts through the attic. And they sound a little unsure, like they're wavering, but hear them say, "Hello? Can anyone hear me out there? I think I just got this working." But sounds like a it's an unfamiliar voice.
Mm.
You don't recognize it. Sounds like uh someone somewhere is trying to reach out, and they say that uh, they say those citizens on the news, they weren't killing people, they were fighting back.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Mhm.
uh, I won't keep silent anymore. If you're hearing this, I want to meet you. I can't stay in one place, but I hope you'll hear this. And then it like cuts out.
Mm.
Um,
Okay, so on the same frequency, I'd like to say back, "We hear you."
Roll connection.
All right.
Okay. There's like a short pause by like
Mm.
a it cuts back on. Like when it cuts on, it like overwrites like news broadcasts that's constantly
Mm.
propaganda. And it says, uh um are you guys the real resistance? Have uh he said, I want to help you, but I know we can't speak. Is there some way we could meet?
I think we're gonna have to. Um, how are we even going to start to establish a connection like this?
Here's what I'll say. To give you time to think. I think
Yeah.
we call the episode right there.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is where Sheila's conspiracy dipshittery comes in handy, where she can just quickly whip up like, okay, we're gonna leave signals here, 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 and here, and that'll be.
We'll work
all,
it
like,
out
point
between
to different-
episodes.
Right? Yeah, I know. My gears are already turning.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Command Hearts. Episode chapter 4.
A new opening. That guy was so cool.
That guy was incredible.
He was a big nihilist, but you know, how can you not be when this is the world you're born into?
Bye bye.
He had no imagination.
Bye.